easy to find the perfect vehicle. And during Kia's Season of New Tradition sales event, every new Kia is discounted up to $12,000 off MSRP. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Example stock number 17479. MSRP 77,225. Discount includes Kia customer cash rebate. Offer expires 12/7/25.
The one and only Monster Jam. The world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks like Gravedigger and more. Coming to Camping World Stadium January 10th. Brought to you by BKT Tires, your local Ford dealers, Texas Roadhouse, and Morgan & Morgan.
Just call Mo, injured on the go. If you're in an accident, then you should just call Mo. Hey, just call Mo today. Car accidents are never fun, but Mo helps you get paid.
Sung by a non-attorney spokesperson, Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Remember that meal you made last Christmas? The one that everyone still talks about? The one with fresh from Florida sweet corn and sausage stuffing and strawberry parfait for dessert? Of course you do. That's because you're a member of the Fresh from Florida Club. You went to freshfromflorida.com, created a menu from your favorite recipes, and saved it as best Christmas dinner ever. This year, you'll go online, open up that menu, and bam! You've made that meal that everyone is talking about again. The Fresh from Florida Club. You're not just creating menus, you're creating memories.
If upgrading your windows or patio doors is on your holiday wish list, Renewal by Andersen has the perfect gift for your home. During their December sales event, buy one window or patio door and get the second 40% off. And for the first 50 customers, enjoy a free True Scene screen upgrade for added clarity and insect protection. Plus, Renewal by Andersen is making it easier than ever to say yes. 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Their Acclaim Impact windows and doors are built for Florida, designed to handle heat, humidity, even hurricanes, all while helping you save on energy bills year-round. And with their smart sunglass, you'll enjoy natural light and comfort without the heat. Candace says, my window project with Renewal by Andersen completed today. Very professional and hardworking team. I love my new windows. Thank you, RBA. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Offer ends December 31st, so don't wait. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news if you're considering a reverse mortgage. Rates have improved again this week. Get a same-day quote at thatmortgageguydon.com.
Thatmortgageguydon.com. My uncontrollable movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, felt embarrassing. I felt like disconnecting. I asked my doctor about treating my TD and learned about Ingrezza, valbenazine capsules, a prescription medicine clinically proven for reducing TD in adults. That's always one capsule, once daily, and number 1 prescribed. People taking Ingrezza can stay on most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior or mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Take control by asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Learn more at Ingrezza.com. That's INGREZZA.com.
Join the city of Leesburg Saturday, December 6th for the Leesburg Christmas Festival and Parade presented by Summit Broadband. Starting at 1 p.m. in Town Square. Live holiday music, ice skating, train rides, food and drinks, photos with Santa, and the Leesburg Christmas Parade. The Leesburg Christmas Festival and Parade, December 6th, presented by Summit Broadband. Bring the family and your holiday spirit because Leesburg knows how to light up Christmas. For more information, go to leesburgflorida.gov.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. Their max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Coming soon.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. Lots to get to today, from take this billionaire's money to a raccoon gets caught robbing a liquor store, and why the internet has rallied around an 88-year-old man, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, Celia.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Record your first dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right at the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Good. How are you, man?
Good. Not counting the days or anything. Not counting every single day down.
So how many are there?
Yeah, how many days?
Well, we've got 12, right? 12. I think I did the math right there. Carry the 12-ish days of live shows left in 2025. Couldn't be more excited. Woo-hoo. Could not be happier about it. But here we are today. Okay, let's get started, as we always do. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse, and let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to, well, this is kind of C-Lane's territory. So I'm wondering if he's already familiar with this, all right? I don't know if he is or not, but I do know two things. Number one, C-Lane's wife is a mega fan of all of these terrible Hallmark Christmas movies.
Yes.
She very much likes them, and C-Lane watches them with her. And number two, this leads me to the clip that's opening the show today. You recently said one of the Christmas movies you guys tried to watch was so bad, so terrible that even you couldn't watch it.
No, Ashley went to bed. She was like,
wow.
There's
Where's her Christmas spirit?
No need to finish this one. It's
she said this one's
pretty
that
terrible.
bad.
Was
Do you remember what it was?
It was something where a woman who's kind of Scroogey, she doesn't like Christmas.
Okay.
She gets zapped into a Christmas movie by Santa.
Okay.
Wow. All right. Yeah, this is different. This
the whole
one's
point
different.
is that, she's supposed to fall in love and finally find her Christmas spirit, and it was very weird.
And you guys didn't find out if she fell in love and found her Christmas spirit?
They didn't care. No. These movies are so bad, okay?
Ashley went to bed, and I was like, "You're not even staying for the end?" She's like, "Nah, not this one. Don't need it." And then, 5 minutes later, it was actually over, and I was like, "Oh, you didn't miss much," but I tuned out of that movie so long ago. I went to do dishes. And I don't know how it ended.
Well, let me bring you to this one.
How it middled.
The one that's going viral right now, millions of views for this clip on Instagram. Now, I've brought up the volume because somebody just recorded this insanity on their television. But it's all about the dialogue, okay? The dialogue in these movies. And here's what happens in this one. A gentleman is approaching some other folks, and he's trying to say, hey, are you coming to this event? The event has quite the name, so let's listen in. Here we go.
You two were coming to the Green Pine Grove Town Square Christmas Eve Festival of Lights, Christmas tree decorating contest finalist gala tonight.
All right, I'll bring that back, all right? Let me see, maybe I boosted the volume too much.
But he was talking about an event, is what I gathered.
Yeah. Somebody, this guy goes up to this group of women, and they're like, "So what brings you by?" And he says, "I was wondering if you were going to," and then he starts reading the name of the event. And the event the name keeps going and going.
I'm wondering if you two were coming to the Green Pine Grove Town Square Christmas Eve Festival of Lights, Christmas tree decorating contest finalist gala tonight.
All right, I'll read it with him, so I'll try to stay with this. I was wondering if you two were coming to the
Green Pine Grove.
The Green Pine Grove Town Square, right? Green Pine Grove Town Square.
Christmas Eve Festival.
Christmas Eve Festival of Lights Christmas Tree.
Lights Christmas Tree Decorating Contest Finalist Gala tonight.
Decorating Contest Finalist Gala. It's quite the name. There's a lot of words squished in to the name of this particular event. It's called Love at the Christmas Contest. Did you see that one, C-Lane, or no?
I have not seen Love at the Christmas Contest.
Sounds
Cue it
just,
up. I would love to talk to that actor and ask how many takes until he nailed that entire.
Let me see.
They might have had to get him a cue card or something.
That's Ross Jurgel. That's Ross Jurgel that is in this, who was born in Wisconsin and is in this movie, and I'm sure all sorts of other great ones too. He's really, really a fantastic actor. Love at the Christmas Contest. There are too many Christmas movies. There officially are. There are like 3 Thanksgiving movies and 9,432 Christmas movies.
I have the story somewhere, but Hallmark announced their lineup, I think, in October.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you thought last year was crazy? A record number, 120 holiday movies. And some of them make 0 sense.
Well, of course they do. Like this one. It's all you have to do is put a couple of attractive people together, and then put a Santa and a tree in there somewhere, and then they're like looking for love or something. Boom, there you go. Spin it up like South Park when they were going to make the Adam Sandler movies.
There are, with Awesome 5000, of course. There are certain ones where there's only so much suspension of disbelief before you start trying to be reasonable again. And so Hot Frosty, I think, was the one last year.
So particular.
Sounds like something you could look up on Urban Dictionary and not be allowed to repeat on the radio.
Is that real, Hot Frosty?
Hot Frosty was with it was a famous child actress,
Lacey Chabert.
Yeah, Lacey Chabert.
Okay.
Something like that. I might be saying it wrong too. And she falls in love with a snowman who has magically come to life. But sometimes at the end of these, there's another one where there was like a time travel element, and then she brings somebody back from the past. And at the end, there's like a new person that has no social security number. Has no legal identity.
Oh, God forbid there be plot holes in these stories. Hot Frosty is not just completely plot hole free. I can't even imagine. When you say Hot Frosty comes to life, is he still Frosty the Snowman, but alive and she's in love with him? Or does he just become like a human being in human form?
I don't think that
I think he was human form.
Yeah, human. He was human form. Yeah, it was some
I want to see her banging the snowman.
Some
that's
ripped
cold.
Dude.
Oh yeah, I'll watch that one. If she's riding the carrot, I'm tuning in.
But
I'll watch them.
I also I don't know if they specifically said that he was Frosty the Snowman. He just was a snowman that came to life, and he was hot, so they called him Hot Frosty.
Let me see. Hold on. I got the trailer for this here.
I like it.
That's too much.
That was the one. I think you had a story about it last year when it came out, or maybe you watched it, because he's now become human, but he's really dumb. So he
well, of course he is.
He some things it seems like he knows about. Like he's got the ladder out. He's putting up Christmas lights. Like he knows basic construction. But then there was some line in it that I'd have to find where they were like, yeah, my husband died of cancer. And he's like,
what's cancer?
Cancer? What's that?
Well, snowmen don't have cancer.
You don't know that for sure.
They don't know about cancer in their world. They
used to smoke a pipe. Of course they had cancer.
They didn't get cancer, not even from the pipe. The biggest fear in the world of the snowman is the sun. And that's literally it. It's fear number one, sun.
Maybe.
They had a nasty herpes outbreak, though, I remember, in 2017.
It's all a different set of fears, I think, that they deal with. Okay, we've got Billionaire's money on the line for you that I'm going to tell you about in a moment here on the show, okay? But what were you saying?
What's the event called again one more time?
I found it online, the whole line.
Okay.
And it is Grove. I was looking at Hot Frosty. Green Pine Grove Town Square Christmas Eve Festival of Lights Christmas Tree Decorating Contest Finalist Gala.
It's catchy.
Is there a T-shirt that you can get for that gala?
You're right. The whole front of the shirt is just full full of text, as much as you could see. Right now, I want to tell you about something we watched last night real quick while we have a second here. Courtney and I finished the 4th episode of Stranger Things. This fat kid stealing the show, by the way, in the Stranger Things universe.
He is
fat
something.
kid with a loud ass shirt. Who I don't know how much the stuff I'm hearing about Stranger Things is true, but there are some very disturbing details. I don't want to get sidetracked here, but very disturbing details from the set of Stranger Things. Now, item number 1 that I'll get to here. I don't know if this is fully true, so we'll need to vet this. But I saw a clip where the fat kid, who's like the star of season 5, episode 4 of Stranger Things, this little heavyset kid with this crazy shirt on, he had to have a stunt double for a scene where he just ran the other way. He didn't do anything crazy. He didn't jump over an explosion or anything. He just ran, and because the kid was fat, they used a stunt double.
But wouldn't the stunt double be fat? Or they
the
put
stunt
like a
double,
fat suit
he
on
was
them?
he was fat, but he was older. So I don't know. They expected more from him or something. They had a stunt double who was short and fat, but somehow he was able to do the running. That was strange to me, if true. Okay, that's the strangest of the Stranger Things. The second thing was, you know the Finn Wolfhard kid in Stranger Things?
Yes.
Okay, I saw a thing and it was like how they shot the bicycle scenes. Now, in the Stranger Things universe, bicycle scenes are everywhere. They're riding bikes. It's the 80s. That's what kids did to get around back
Very
then.
E.T.
Yes.
as it goes to vibes.
Yeah, and they said, it was really hard to shoot the bicycle scenes for Finn Wolfhard. And they showed them holding a bike up straight so he could pose for the scenes. And then they had to map his face onto somebody else because he couldn't ride a bicycle.
After all these years, he didn't learn?
I was like, Timothée Chalamet spent 3 years learning how to play guitar to play Bob Dylan. You couldn't learn how to ride a bicycle in 45 minutes?
That can't be true.
On the set of Stranger, look up Finn Wolfhard bike Stranger Things.
Could he ride it with training wheels? And they could just, it seems much easier to digitally edit out some training wheels than to mask his face on another kid.
I know.
I'm sorry. He's not the only one who didn't know how to ride a bike, according to the internet.
Literally takes 45 minutes to learn how to ride a bike. But
Other cast members, along with Finn Wolfhard, like Millie Bobby Brown, Noah Schnapp, and Sadie Sink, needed special effects for scenes involving the bike riding.
What has happened in our country? Can kids not ride bikes anymore?
It is not 100% confirmed. This could be a nasty rumor.
I hope so.
But I would hate if that was going around about me. There's something about it. It was like, did you hear Sabrina can't read?
Okay, I know that you can ride a bike. I've seen you ride a bike. I can ride a bike. C-Lane, I'm pretty sure, can ride a bike.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, I think it was at 100% of the kids that I knew could ride a bike. Everybody I knew could ride a bike. And if you didn't know how to ride a bike and you were going to be in a multi-million-dollar production where at some point they're paying you hundreds of thousands of dollars per episode, you can't learn how to ride a bike? For that film or for that show?
What about the 3 years that you were on break?
Oh, my God. That would have been so
bike.
easy. And come back and you're on the bike and they're like, special effects will take care of it. Anyhow, I digress. I apologize. But that had got a hold of me last night when I was thinking about this after seeing many, many posts. But,
so don't let that happen to the future actors of America and grab a bike for our bike drive coming up this week.
Oh, that's true. We do have a bike drive coming up. And the lesson from this is that you can help out more kids that won't fall into that path. Mm-hmm. C-Lane, I hope that you will teach your son how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
So it doesn't end up like this Finn Wolfhard kid.
He's got a walking bike right now. But, any day now, I'm sure in the next year, he'll have some sort of tricycle.
Push him down a ramp. That's how I learned.
Yeah, you got to throw him right in the fire, really. Somebody says, Ryan on YouTube says, is that an entitled thing, like rich families? I often think a lot of this stuff is like kids who grew up in New York. A lot of that is New York. If you grow up in New York City, it's not strange for you to be in your 20s and not have a driver's license. Okay, so that's very weird anywhere else, but it's not weird in New York City. And it also might not be weird if you grew up in like Manhattan. If you don't know how to ride a bike, you just didn't have that time in your life and you weren't exposed to that. But the idea that you can't learn about it afterwards is crazy to me. Get it together, for God's sake. This is the type of thing that you learn at the Green Pine Grove Town Square Christmas Eve Festival of Lights Christmas Tree Decorating Contest Finalist Gala.
Did you guys get your tickets yet?
No.
Yeah, it's actually a full 8x11 page.
Right. Yeah. All right. When we come back, I'll get to this thing that we watched last night that I think it rocked my world. Okay. And I think it's going to rock yours as well. A bunch of emails coming in. How you can get your hands seriously, for real, on a billionaire's money. No jokes, none of that. And mailbox money on the way today. We are loaded up for you on this Wednesday. And all of that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
All lanes are blocked on Florida's Turnpike southbound past Austin.
Hey, everybody.
Some stop and go traffic. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline instant oil change traffic tip line.
Question for you, chat.
676-8477 from the traffic.
First question of our Wednesday show. Only 2 more Wednesdays left in 2025. I turned the brightness on our skull cam down a little bit. Hopefully this is a little improved. Should be a little nicer on the eyes, a little easier on the eyes. And then I was listening back yesterday, and I think skull mic audio could be improved. I think it could be. I'm wondering if we should improve it. Hi, Sean. Hey, Tanya. Tanya says one of our grandkids rode a bike at 3 years old. The others can't ride a bike at 7, but can ride a motorcycle, for God's sake. It would take more than 45 minutes to learn how to ride a bike. Only if you're a loser. Are you kidding me? I didn't know how to ride a bike. My dad came out, got off the couch, came outside, and said, "You know how to ride a bike?" And then he starts holding the back of my seat as I ride around. And I'm trying. And then he's running behind me. And then all of a sudden he goes, "I'm not behind you." And I'm riding the bike and I go, "Whoa." But then I got back up and I kept doing it until I didn't fall off anymore. It literally takes 45 minutes. Tad too dark? Is it too dark? Son of a bitch. He just wanted a nice, beautiful stream. All right, hold on. Better? Turn it up one. Better? Better.
It's way too dark. Your whole, I can barely see your eyes.
What about right now?
Well, visually, right now, you look fine.
No, but I turned it up. I just turned it up.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell me now? Go out there and tell me now. Hang on. Yo, what? It's all the way in there. Better? Okay, thank you. Much better? Just don't mention the NFL today and all will be good. Yeah, hopefully. Okay, love you. Bye. All right, we got a couple of minutes and we're back live on the show. Anybody willing to admit that they don't know how to ride a bike? Like Finn Wolfhard in Stranger Things. Anybody willing to admit, hey, I'm a grown-ass adult and I don't know how to ride a bike? I will volunteer to be your daddy. That's right. I will be your daddy and I will teach you. Little better? I should go brighter? Hang on. Stand by. I can't ride a bike while scuba diving? Well, that's fine. That seems much more difficult. Perfect now? Decent? Okay. Yeah, if you can't ride a bike, I will indeed be your dad and teach you how to ride a bike. It doesn't take long. It's unbelievable. Honestly, what complete laziness. If somebody came to you and said, I'm going to offer you a role, a major role, on a TV show, it's going to be featured on Netflix, and you're going to be a kid in the 80s, and you guys ride your bikes around everywhere. The moment I hear that, I go, okay, well, I don't know how to ride a bike, so let's jump on that. Let me figure out how to ride a bike. I'll learn how to ride a bike really well so that it looks natural, and it's the least I can put into this thing that's going to pay me back tenfold. I'd probably learn a language for a production like that. 90 seconds and we're coming back live. Your cam is compensating for the bright lights being in the shot, so you get darker with more lights visible in the shot. Well, as long as I look decently clear right here, we're good. This is a skull cam and not one of the broadcast shots. It should be good now. I mean, I could change all the settings and make it a little bit tighter, but looks best right now. Good. In the 80s, it was a must that you had a bike. And if you did not learn how to ride that bike, you're not going anywhere with the 20 other kids. That's on the bike. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. True. Like, imagine not wanting, as a preteen or teen, freedom. The freedom of getting on a bicycle and riding to a friend's house. And realizing the only thing keeping you between yourself and that freedom is like 45 minutes of learning how to ride a bike. Crazy. All right, we're coming back.
One little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Keep the holiday soundtrack on everywhere.
Frosty the Snowman.
Open the free iHeartRadio app and listen to Magic 107.7, Orlando's Christmas station. On the go, tap the holiday banner or just search holiday. And you'll see customized stations like iHeart Christmas Classics, iHeart Country Christmas, and tons of playlists to set the mood. You've got enough to do. Let us handle the music. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and start listening.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This is...
And here you are, and here we are. Not the same three songs over and over and over again, but the three best friends you never knew you had, going through the most viral stories of the day. Learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. What are you eating over there, Seelan? I see you munching on
Gumbo.
Gumbo.
Gumbo Wednesday? What's going on? Yeah, what's happening
in the
there?
kitchen.
What?
Tibby's New Orleans Kitchen brought food.
God damn.
I love that spot.
me
Good
some
place.
There's one little slice of muffaletta, too, left, so...
Oh,
Watch
I love
your
those
mouth.
too. The olive tapenade on it.
Hell
but
yes.
I don't want to get
Gonna
distracted.
dive
really.
in on that muffaletta.
After dinner last night, no muffalettas involved, no gumbo involved, unfortunately. But we sat down, and as I said, we watched that fourth episode of the latest season of Stranger Things. And then Courtney goes, do you want to watch that Diddy docuseries?
Ooh.
And I go... I said in my head, and the first question I have for you guys, Sabrina and Seelane, is do you think, does your gut tell you that there's going to be like a level of cheesiness to this, or that it's going to be like a low quality thing because 50 Cent is kind of doing this to troll Diddy? Because that's what I
because it was already
expected.
done before 50 signed on.
Yeah.
That was the thing. The documentary creator, the director, had approached Puff first. And he was like, I don't want anything to do with it. Netflix picks it up, and 50 Cent, immediately was like, I'm in. No problem. So I think it was already made. He just kind of executive produced the hell out of it.
I mean, what an idiot. He had the opportunity to take the reins here and make it more centered around him and not a bad look for him. I thought, this is going to be some cheesy thing, and it really won't be that good. But we kicked it on. We watched the first 2 episodes of the Diddy docuseries last night, which is called Sean Combs' The Reckoning. It's really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I watched the first 10 minutes, I think, before it passed out. But it's going to be juicy.
I will stipulate with this. It is really good if you like music and music history, and you want to learn about all these like rappers that came up around that time and how all this went down behind the scenes. I found it very interesting on that level. And all the old footage of like Tupac and Biggie that they have is crazy.
They have a lot of Biddy Biggie footage, because there was just recently a Biggie documentary, and he was one of those like people who, despite whatever odds, always seemed to have a camera on him or something. It was just like videotaping all the time.
When that wasn't so easy back then.
Right.
We're talking about the other wild thing to think about was all this music started getting big in the very early 90s. 1993, 1994 is when that kind of rap explosion happened.
And then they all got shot before the footage could get more clear.
Yeah, that's true. But that was when Tupac and Biggie and all of this stuff was happening. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, and they're all in this. And it shows that. It also shows somebody filming behind the scenes in the run-up to his trial, which is like really interesting footage interspersed in with this. I don't know what's going to happen in the second 2 episodes, because there's 4 total. But the first 2 I thought were really interesting. Now, there's potential that if you know a lot about rap history, maybe you don't really care and none of this is new for you. But for me, I thought that was interesting on that front. And you really get to get a sense of who Diddy is behind the scenes.
And
not in as much as like he was just this guy who wanted to wash his hands after he met any fans. Not that part of it. Much more so.
The good part is what Sean calls it. The good part of it.
Much more so is just like what makes this guy tick. What makes him run in that way. And they even get into some things about why he does the sexual stuff and the sex tapes and those things, and some people who inspired him in the New York City club scene, which I had never
no
heard.
idea. Yep. Yeah. And that first, I guess, they're considering his first victim.
Mm-hmm.
Horrifying, that story.
Yeah,
absolutely horrifying.
It's not, by the way, it's not done, at least what I've seen so far, like the R. Kelly thing, where after a while you're like, geez Louise, this guy's just really... It's done in such a way that it's not all a bunch of terrible stories of people being victimized. It's like a history thing with some other stuff in there. So if you've seen it, let me know what you thought. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Tomoka Gunny V says hard pass. It's not for everybody. It's not. But I thought so far it's been kind of interesting to me. A lot of money out there floating around. You better grab your share of it. And I'll tell you how to get some of this Billionaire's money for realsies in just a bit. Celine, you might want to start up a Trump account, my friend. Might want to start up a Trump account, because this is a free money from a billionaire is something you shouldn't turn down. I'll explain that in a bit. First, our friend Brad emails the show and says, hey, I'm in that AT&T class action lawsuit, and I'm sure some of your listeners as well. The max payout was $7,500 if your Social Security number was stolen, which is pretty substantial. It's regarding 1 or 2 data breaches from last year. I'll kindly accept any finder's fees that anybody would like to share with me, says Brad. Yeah,
I thought
good luck.
the deadline passed already.
I think it's either like right at the tail end of that, or money is starting to be paid out or something, because the AT&T customer data security breach money and the mailbox money around that has really started to grab a lot of headlines. But if you Google AT&T customer data security breach, you'll find exactly what he's talking about. In case you're an AT&T customer and you miss that, you just fill out the forms. You'll get some money. If you can prove that someone stole your identity and got a hold of your social security number, you could get thousands of dollars. So make a move if you still can do that. Celia, I don't know if you can find a timeline on that. If there is still time to get that done, but just so we know, we'll put that out there for everybody. Let me know. All right. I also want to. There's a bunch of stuff I want to get to and a bunch of clips I want to get into, but I want to give them a bit more time. So I'll tell you about this now. Remember the lady we talked about who said, Nashville, I hate Nashville. I hate the pedal carts. I hate
parties.
The bachelorette parties. I hate everything that makes Nashville, and vote for me for it. And she was running for office. She did not win her election last night in Tennessee. It was the 7th Congressional District special election in Tennessee. It was last night. The results came back, and that lady lost the vote by about, I think, 9% or so, which they're comparing to like Trump margins of victory and all this stuff. But really, I wonder how many people saw those clips of her and was like, damn, I'm not voting for the lady who says she hates the city that we live in right now.
It's a very odd flex.
It's like a weird, well, obviously it wasn't a strategic move for her. It was just something she said during a podcast. And then when you're running against somebody for office, they get all the dirt they can and then push it to go viral, like they did on that Katie Porter lady who's running for governor of California.
She kind of quieted down. That was her 15 minutes of shame.
Yeah, man. They hit her with clip after clip after clip after clip after clip. All these things.
The telecom data settlement, the deadline to submit a claim form, it must be submitted or postmarked on or before December 18th. So there's still time.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, get that in while you can. Got a couple of weeks or so. And if you're an AT&T customer, that's big money you should not leave behind. Okay, let's go over to maybe a dispatch to open things up here on the show today. Excuse me. Here is talking about Stranger Things. Moondog is joining us on the show.
Hey, that Finn Wolfhard thing apparently was just season 1. He even took the bike from season 1 because with the first couple weeks of filming is when he learned to ride a bike, so he ended up actually taking the bike from season 1.
Oh, really?
So,
okay,
just fun fact there.
Okay, good if true, because I was going to say the idea that you get a job, you're on this show called Stranger Things, huge phenomenon, you're all getting quite rich off of it. And in the case of Finn Wolfhard, he's stacking money. For those of you who don't know, he's got a ton of modeling gigs because he looks like a vampire or whatever. And he's been in a bunch of other movies, too. Finn Wolfhard was in Ghostbusters. Mm-hmm. He's been in lots of other stuff. So his career has exploded. I just think, hey, if you get a gig playing on a TV show and your character rides a bike, dude, if you can't ride a bike, learn how to ride a bike in 45 minutes. That's the least you could put in. So if he did learn afterwards, that's good. That's good news. Seychelles sending in a dispatch about, you'll be very shocked, technology and Samsung. I'm going to skip that, Seychelles. Sorry, just not going to do it today. But you can join us. All you have to do is record your messages. Video dispatches and audio dispatches are allowed, as you might imagine, over at thenewsjunkie.com. Somebody says, hey, junkies, so I know you keep thinking that thing you saw with Finn Wolfhard not being able to ride a bike was real, but it was actually a bit from Red Nose Day, a thing they have on the BBC in the UK. I don't think that's true. I think it was true for at least a time because maybe some of the footage. I don't know. I'll look up what he's talking about, Garrett, here. And Garrett, if you have a link, send me a link to what you're talking about. I'll take a look. But as far as I know, they said he wasn't able to ride a bike for at least the first season of the show. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into this billionaire who's doling out some money and see if C-Lane's going to start a Trump account. And we also have an update on that murder mystery of the young college student who we were discussing yesterday, and her family was like, we're not hearing anything. Well, we finally are hearing something. We'll get to that. A woman with no pants pulled over for a DUI 3 times In the matter of like a week, we'll hear from her and a bunch
with no
more.
pants?
Yes, you bet your ass. All of that coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show. It's like a live podcast that happens every afternoon on your radio. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. Today it'll be a bit cooler, but still pleasant. Our high temperature is 73 degrees. Expect mostly cloudy skies. Dry weather through Saturday, then Saturday evening, a few showers, but slowly warming up. We'll be into the 80s again by the weekend. And our first significant chance for rain finally arriving Sunday afternoon. Stay tuned on that. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. New at Lowe's, Pro Block Quick Dry Primer. Expertly manufactured by Sherwin-Williams. Engineered for pros to dry fast, lock stains, and go on smooth for virtually flawless results. Available now in oil and water-based. Grab yours today at Lowe's.
The mix of salty sea air and burnt rubber. The big skies, high banks, and grandstands. The rumble in your chest. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it. At the biggest race of the year on the biggest stage of a lifetime. The Daytona 500. You gotta see it to believe it. February 15th, 2026. Secure your experience now at Daytona500.com.
Join the city of Leesburg Saturday, December 6th for the Leesburg Christmas Festival and Parade presented by Summit Broadband. Starting at 1 p.m. in Town Square. Live holiday music, ice skating, train rides, food and drinks, photos with Santa, and the Leesburg Christmas Parade. The Leesburg Christmas Festival and Parade, December 6th, presented by Summit Broadband. Bring the family and your holiday spirit because Leesburg knows how to light up Christmas. For more information, go to leesburgflorida.gov.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Remember when COVID flipped the car business upside down? Back then, high demand and low inventory drove prices through the roof. Now, many people owe more on their trade-ins than they're worth. So getting the most for your trade matters more than ever. At Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy your trade. So you could get up.
Hey, welcome behind the scenes. Hi there. How are you? We'll be back in just a couple minutes on the show. 90 seconds, actually. In fact, that Finn Wolfhard thing was a bit. He was doing a bit. It was a bit for a thing where they filmed a bunch of like green screen behind the scenes stuff where they had to Photoshop people riding the bike for him. When we come back, I'll clarify that and give you access to, God, I gotta fix this case, Michael Dell's billions of dollars. Who wants a little bit of a billionaire's money? All right, 45 seconds and we're coming back live. Stand by. Here we go.
Your own U.S.-based restoration specialist has got to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Stop buying business insurance blind. SuperSure's licensed advisors help break things down clearly so you understand your options. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a Florida licensed insurance agency, not an insurer, and only available in Florida.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Forever hovering over life's great dump button. You're listening to the
Get your hands on a billionaire's money. What's going on with this? Details in just a moment. Learn more about the show, including if you just hear a little bit of this today and you go, I want to catch up with everything on this show. The podcast is up at thenewsjunkie.com. Shouts out to Garrett, who emailed earlier and sent over the link. You are correct, sir. Yes, that was the Stranger Things Wolfhard thing was a bit that he did for something a while ago that has gone viral, and somebody cut out all of the context around that, I guess. And
thanks a lot.
It was a bit that he was doing. I don't know about the red nose thing because I've heard of that campaign before, but I did see one of the original links to it, and you were correct. That was some bit that they did about the first season of Stranger Things, which was pretty damn funny, actually. So there you go, clearing the record on that, and over to the billionaire who's giving up some monies. Let's listen in because there was a press conference. This press conference was with Michael Dell and his wife. Michael Dell's wife, she's got a crazy ass looking expression on her face all the time, man. You've seen this lady. She's
very a long legs vibe.
She's got like a villain look to her. I'm sure she's a nice lady. But Dell Computers, dude, you're getting to Dell. Michael Dell was the founder of this company, and he has decided to give up some of his fortune. And Michael Dell and the Dell family, they're saying he's making a Scott's Tots moment here in real life, a la Michael Scott. And Michael Dell is going to be giving away $6.25 billion. All right?
All right.
And they're going to give them to kiddie investment accounts that will be called Trump accounts. They were created by this year's tax bill. And if you are an American child under the age of 10, born before this year, okay? So far, I think this includes quite a few people. All right, if you're an American child under the age of 10, born before this year, if you live in an area where the median income is $150,000 or less, your child or the kid will get $250 from these billionaires.
Okay.
Which, I mean, why not? If the billionaire wants to give you some money, take the money. There are probably better uses, but this seems okay. These kids will receive $250 in Trump accounts that their parents set up. And it supplements the government's plan to drop $1,000 into each Trump account open for American babies born this year through 2028. Dell Technologies will also match that $1,000 for new children of its employees. Damn, they're giving those kids all kinds of money. Here was the presser at the White House where Michael Dell and his wife announced they were going to give away $6.25 billion to people like you.
I just like to say how excited we are to be a part of this. We believe that when children have a future that they can see is worth saving for, then that will help build hope and opportunity and prosperity for generations to come. So we're so excited to be doing this and hope to have many people join in our efforts.
So they said this is the smartest investment we can make, investing in kids, investing in our future. We want to make sure every kid has $250. What if, oh God, I don't even know how it... C-Lane, try to use AI, all right?
Okay.
What if you invested, when you were born, $250 in the Dow Jones, just the Dow Industrials or something? What would that have been worth today?
Like
is what I wonder.
So the day I was born?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, so we could see what it would be like if you give your kids $250, if you just put it into the stock market right now, and then your child is, C-Lane's age, I wonder how much that $250 investment would have turned into. If you just left it alone, somebody gives you $250, just totally leave it right there and let it build up over the years with some sort of general stock market investment. I would imagine it would do okay. Like, certainly would be over $1,000, right? I mean, it's going to be more than that once you reach adulthood. But it's a tough one. So let me know if you get an answer on that, C-Lane, and we'll work it into the show here. Meanwhile, a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, have sent me this story. Whoa. And I have to tell you, did you get the answer of what it would be?
I did 1990, and approximate value. There's a lot of math ChatGPT did, but I'm seeing somewhere between $4,000 and $4,200.
That's not bad.
No,
if you just put when you were born, if you just put $250 in an account in like general stocks, and then you didn't touch it at all, now you'd have $4,000.
If I had reinvested with dividends, then I could have possibly over $6,000.
Really? All right. So it doesn't hurt. Give these kids a little bit of a boost here. It's not going to help them buy one of the houses that surround them. But
mine would have been $6,200 to $6,400 by now, if not. Because you just simply held a Dow-based investment and never reinvested dividends.
So it might help you get a down payment for your first car. Although I don't know what cars are going to look like in by the time Jackson starts driving. I don't know what things look like.
Or if he's even going
to
want to.
Yeah, he's like, well, cars. Who drives cars anymore? Everybody. It's not even going to be like
Jackson will know how to hack a Waymo. They're just
probably. Yeah. So there they go. The Dell family putting out $6.25 billion to fund these Trump accounts. That adds to the $1,000 that was opened up for American babies born this year through 2028.
And why are they called Trump accounts?
Because it was in the Trump tax bill that passed as of earlier this year, I guess. So yeah, when they turn 18, they can spend the money on education. Good luck. Home buying or startup costs, or roll it over into an IRA, they said. And it was Michael Dell who originally had the idea, I guess. Over to the most emailed story of the day. And I'm channeling at this point in the year, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm channeling this raccoon that has gone mega super viral.
Heard about this.
This guy. You see this? Take a look at this dude. This raccoon is drunk as hell. He's hammered.
I've been in that position before.
It's a raccoon at an ABC liquor store.
He's a big raccoon too. Jesus.
Yeah, well, he's big and he's passed out because he terrorized an Ashland ABC liquor store over the weekend. He drank a whole bunch of bottles of bourbon before passing out drunk on the floor. Splooted, full sploot, like
Frog
Superman
legs.
style. Yeah, legs behind you, hands in front of you. And a very serious news story. Even the Associated Press was on it.
A raccoon broke into a closed Virginia liquor store and drank alcohol from the bottom shelves over the weekend.
Made a
An
mess.
animal control officer says the raccoon was found Saturday, passed out next to the store's toilet. The officer says the raccoon then sobered up after a few hours. Officials says they release him back into the wild.
The officials says they release him back into the wild.
How does it sound like AI, but also like somebody who barely knows English at the same time?
Like, make my
This is
AI
our first gig. Come on.
Yeah, make my AI less easy to understand, if you don't mind.
I was watching YouTube videos last night, and I think I had to turn this guy off, and I felt bad because there was a chance that it was his real accent, but the whole thing sounded like he just did a terrible, terrible Arnold Schwarzenegger impression for the whole thing. And I was like, this could be him, but it's hard to take seriously because it sounds like you're about to start talking about tumas.
It's YouTube though, because now on YouTube they use AI to make you speak in different languages and stuff. Is it possible that this guy was actually speaking a different language and there was AI that was doing it?
I have not turned on such a feature.
Oh God!
I like things to be guaranteed human.
That's right. Imagine
Nice.
that.
Good
huh?
tie.
I love how somebody walks into the ABC liquor store. They see all these broken bottles all over the floor, like all this whiskey that's knocked onto the ground in this aisle. I'm seeing bottles everywhere that are broken on the ground. And they go, damn it, somebody broke in again and stole some of our liquor, some dumb drunk. And you go, all right, well, I got to use the restroom. And you go into the bathroom and there's a raccoon.
Was the
passed
raccoon
out.
alive?
Yes, he's still alive.
He tried
He's
to make
drunk.
it to the toilet to vomit.
Yeah, that's the weird part, that it made it to the bathroom.
He goes into the bathroom. He's like, oh, and just passes out face down. And I guess
What
he's doing okay.
happened?
It says after a few hours of sleep and 0 signs of injury, he was safely released back into the wild. But 2 things. Number 1, his raccoon friends ain't never going to believe this story. And
Until
number
he
2,
brings them there for the full raccoon party.
could you imagine the hangover that this raccoon must have had the next day? Oh, my
It's like,
God.
oh, I'm never drinking again, bro.
I need a mimosa.
He fell through one of the ceiling tiles. That's how he got in, and then went on a full-blown drinking rampage.
Tumbled into this Virginia ABC liquor store, and they found him on the
Why
bathroom
is there not
floor.
video of this?
There's got to be some security footage somewhere, right? There has to be. I've got to give you the video of this woman who got a DUI, got multiple DUIs. In fact, she got 3 DUIs in 1 week. When the cops pulled her over, she was pantsless. And she's one of these people where you're like, damn, how is your life spiraling out of control? How do you make so many bad decisions in your life? And a lot of you do this. You make these bad decisions in your life. This woman made a bunch. I want to play the body cam footage of this, but we'll wait until after the top of the hour to play that for you so we can work a little bit more of it in. In the meantime, I wanted to get to the celebration that was going on, I guess, recently for Mr. Dick Van Dyke, who was celebrating his 100th birthday.
10 days. 10 days.
Well, 10 days.
Till his 100th birthday, I think, right?
No, I thought he was 100 already.
Oh.
No, you're right. Celebrating it early, I guess. He's
That's a
celebrating
bad
it early.
idea, Dick.
Yeah.
Bad idea. He even was joking about it earlier this year, like, I don't know if I want to still be here. It'd be so funny if I died before I turned 100.
He's still super with it, though, for 100 years old.
Yeah.
He was singing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Mary Poppins songs and stuff. And he was, like, full of life. They show this miserable photo of him scowling with some sort of cane and stuff, but somebody else is like, no, this is him. This is Dick Van Dyke at 100.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, that's way scarier than the first one.
What's scary about this? He looks fine.
If you zoom in, you could see those like cotton ball spitballs on each corner of his mouth. Yep, and his teeth look like he's ready to give you a Werther's.
Are you going to tell me this guy doesn't look good for 100 years old?
Honestly, it really is terrifying me, that zoom in.
I think you're out of your mind. This guy's with it, man. He's 100. He's singing songs. He's dancing. He's moving around.
Massage?
He's Dick Van Dyking it up, baby. I support you, friend. I support you. But if you go way in, boy, you do. It's another world in here, deep inside.
It
reminds me of that How I Met Your Mother, where they tried to figure out what was up with the captain, and they're like, the bottom half of him is happy, and the top half wants to kill you.
It's just...
He looks like he's in Stranger. This, I would say, looks like Vecna more than the other.
Look, I don't know who Vecna is, okay?
That's
okay, I don't know Vecna.
You're all right. You're sleeping. You're completely asleep,
Good
and you thrust
morning.
awake. And as your eyes open, this is the first thing you see. All right, I'll put it up on sit now. He looks great. You look great, Dick Van Dyke. God bless you.
Dick, he's lying to you.
I'll put it up on See It Now so you can take a look at it during the break over on thenewsjunkie.com. All right, many things to work our way into. When we come back, this woman had a hell of a week. 3 DUIs, and the body cam audio that you're going to hear of her arrest, it shows inside a different type of person's life, a chaos-filled life. And too many of you are living this way, but you've got to hear how insane this gets, because that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's never been easier to listen to Real Radio 104.1 wherever you go. Make us your number 1 preset on our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
All lanes are blocked on Florida's Turnpike southbound past Osceola Parkway. I recommend getting off that Orange Blossom Trail exit and using that as an alternate route. There's a crash on 436 northbound at Aloma Avenue getting cleared up. Look out for police activity on the roadways. That crash has been cleared on 429 northbound at Schofield Road. Traffic's getting by pretty well now. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com.
Hey guys, it's Ryan. I want to tell you about my new pastime, Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has been around for over a decade, delivering the most fun you can have online. Play social casino-style games for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21 plus.
Hello, my friends. Do you already have a mortgage quote, and are you wondering if it's any good? Well, wonder no more and go to thatmortgageguyDon.com. It is so easy to compare your quote. Now, studies have shown that less than 20% of people compare the first mortgage quote they get. So don't be a slacker. Be a winner by working with That Mortgage Guy Don. So you go to the website, thatmortgageguyDon.com, hit the button that says compare, upload your quote, and That Mortgage Guy Don will tell you if it's any good. And if it's not, he's going to help you find a great solution. So start the process today with an expert and a friend that you could trust. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
It's time to crown a new Miss Mon.
Microphone's on now.
Why do you do that?
Because now you can't say anything bad about me. Because people will hear it.
I didn't say anything bad about you.
I just want people to know that you come to the door sometimes and just insult me and say
That is not true.
terrible thing. Hang on, I gotta text Forrest something.
You know, you just go tell him.
Well, guess what, buddy? It's my password. So should I just tell him and tell everybody what my password is?
Well, now there's documentation of it.
Does that sound like a good idea to you?
I have all your passwords.
I know you do, but you're not supposed to tell people that.
Okie dokie.
What else do you have for me?
Nothing?
You got nothing for me?
No.
What can I do for you?
I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
Out.
Okay, be safe, please.
Okay.
All right?
Alright.
Tell me if you need any help.
I don't need help.
You don't need a help?
I don't need help.
Well, what do you mean? I can't help you?
No, you have to work.
I'm not doing any work right now. Are you kidding me? This bitch thinks I'm working. Broad's got another thing coming. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean, right? All right, welcome in, everybody. We're going to be back live in just a couple of minutes. No, I'm not telling you all my password. Stop it. All right? Stop it. Okay. We got to talk at some point about this whole Mad Men fiasco. I never really watched the show Mad Men, but I do like this new drama that is surrounding them. Password is not buttboy123, okay? Not Lady Dog 69. We're not playing the guess the password game.
For the lowest price anywhere, go to Wassey's Meat Market. They'll deliver and set up your big green egg so that you'll be cooking before they leave.
I don't want any more passwords. That's why I don't have more apps on my phone like for restaurants. You're gonna starve? You're gonna starve on account of the fact that you don't want any more passwords? Bootsy says, oh my God, Mad Men is back on HBO. I'm so excited. It is, and they've remastered Mad Men in 4K, apparently. And we'll talk about this when we come back. In doing so, they made the frame wider. And there's like stuff in these episodes that is not supposed to be there. It's kind of hard to explain. I'll show you, all right? I'll show you when we come back. 90 seconds. I'll show you that when we come back. You can just sign up with your Apple ID and log in with your phone lock code. True. Password equals password? What does this look like? Some sort of government server? We're more secure than that over here. I'm more secure than that over here. If you're new around here, hit subscribe if you don't mind on YouTube. That will be greatly appreciated. And if you could hit the like button today to sort of zoot up the activity on the stream, that also would be greatly appreciated.
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19.
1 minute and we're back.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you.
We got to talk about this Mad Men thing. And now that we got a conversation going, I feel like I want to do it now. But I feel like Sabrina might do it in the next episode. So I don't necessarily want to take that away, but maybe not. We're coming back.
Use this code Tucker10 at checkout. That's alppouch.com.
Here we go.
Nicotine pouches. For a limited time, we're offering listeners 10% off their first order. Use this code Tucker10 at checkout. That's alppouch.com. Tucker10 at checkout is the discount code. alppouch.com. Not for sale to minors. Must be 21 plus to purchase.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. If it's important to you, it's on, and probably being mocked by.
In just a moment, stick with us. Learn more about the show. Subscribe to the podcast and more over on the website, thenewsjunkie.com. Before we get to this DUI lady, I hate to take this away from the next episode if it's something you're going to talk about, but I was just discussing this a little bit with the Skull Mike people during the break. And I've never been big into Mad Men, but... oh no, you're lying.
Just about to staple it.
Yeah.
It does say Mad Men.
It is, yeah, it does say it. I've never been into Mad Men. Did you guys actually watch the series Mad Men when it was originally released?
Nah, one of these days, because I've always heard the people that do love it, they're like, oh, you got to watch it. You got to watch it.
That's the show that, if I'm not mistaken, sort of jump-started the career of John Hamm.
Yes, yeah, he was the lead character.
Yeah, I never watched Mad Men, but for whatever reason, whenever I see John Hamm on screen, I'm like, I really like this guy. I just very much enjoy. Maybe
he's pretty likable.
Maybe it's the characters he plays, but he's been great on SNL when he's hosted or done like guest spots with them. And the dude's super funny, and so like he's involved in the morning show right now, and I'm like, I'm glad they stuck around with his character. I'm a Hamm fan.
Well, Hamm fan or not, I don't know how much you're going to like this. Although I love it. It makes me want to watch the show so bad right now. They re-released the series Mad Men for HBO, and they wanted to make it a little nicer. So they re-released it in 4K.
Okay.
And that's fine.
So
that's
it was
great.
never in 4K before.
No, they upped the quality.
But
it
was shot in 4K?
It was. I guess it was shot
Was it shot
in 4K.
on film?
Like, here's the problem. They just kind of like ran it through some software, I guess, and upped it to 4K, which widens out the frame. But here's an example for those of you watching over on YouTube or Twitch. I'll describe it for everybody else. This is a scene where you have one of the guys in Mad Men puking, right? They're all gathered around him in the scene, and he's puking on the middle of the floor in front of everybody. But when they made it into 4K, you can see the guy who's behind them in the scene
pumping the fake puke.
Running the vomit puke.
You know, I've always kind of wondered what that's like behind the scenes.
He's not supposed to be there. And there's like somebody else, like he has an assistant with his hand on his back. The guy running the puke machine.
We need more puke. More puke, please.
Is in the frame now. And so they just like widen the frame for all these Mad Men episodes, but they didn't go through and check everything. So now there's all these extras.
You do that? That's somebody's job.
It's so funny. It's so great to me. And people are going through now and going like, oh, you screwed up. Now there's the dude with a boom mic standing there just awkwardly off the frame.
This is what I don't get. Like, so when you originally made Mad Men, you edited it in such a way that you left in all that extra footage and then you cropped it at the very end?
I guess so, yeah. They must
because
have.
The way you described it, I don't think there's like a magical algorithm or software machine learning thing that you could just run it through. I mean, there's such thing as upscaling, but it's not adding footage that wasn't there before.
No.
So this was shot like this.
But they thought we can have extras and stuff way out on this part of the frame because nobody's ever going to see them.
Right.
And
alas, we did.
The early seasons were shot on 35 millimeter film, but the show transitioned to digital in later seasons largely due to cost savings.
It's fantastic. I'm putting this up on See It Now so you can take a look. But there's a whole bunch of these elements where you see stuff that you're not supposed to see because they took Mad Men and widened it out into 4K, and they didn't check to see if there was stuff that wasn't supposed to be in the frame. Not a great idea. There we go. I'm putting it up. Mad Men 4K bloopers over on See It Now. Take a look at it when you get a shot over on the website in the See It Now section of the newsjunkie.com. All right, let's go to this lady who's having a really bad day since I talked about this. Might as well pay this off. This is a woman from Pierce County, Washington. She is now in jail because she got 3 DUIs in 1 week. All right? This lady got 3 DUIs in 1 week. And she was also caught doing whippets behind the wheel and crashing multiple times.
Whoa, what's happening?
This lady's doing nitrous oxide whippets, and she's driving and crashing. She took out a power pole in one of these instances, totaled a car. They found whippet cans all over the car.
Brave.
Yeah. And now they've released the body cam footage of one of her arrests where she's trying to get behind the wheel of a vehicle and she's hammered. Let's listen into how this lady from Washington's week was going. Here she is. All right, they're pulling up to her. It looks like a van. She's in the driver's seat, getting ready to leave, I guess.
I don't know where to put this.
You can put it in the...
I don't know where to put it.
She's got an ice cream cone in her hand. And when the cop comes up, she tries to hand the ice cream cone to him. And she goes, I don't know where to put this. I don't know where to put this right now.
Inside the...
It only holds cups.
Why is he doing that?
All right, they're getting her out of the car now. The cops are so calm, too.
Oh, you have a cast.
Yeah.
Oh,
I am
okay.
not feeling good.
Okay.
Oh, I have a lot of... I just have...
Yeah, I have a lot.
I just have
so many things going on. And this other cop comes around. He's like, oh, you're not wearing any pants, ma'am. What's going on?
Okay, I think...
Just so you know, we have cameras on here. I just didn't want you to drive away. That's why I'm talking like that. Can you just step up here so we don't get hit?
Okay. Yeah.
Do you have pants?
I don't. I have a broken leg.
I understand that, but you're not wearing underwear or anything.
Oh, no.
You're not wearing underwear or anything.
Those of you not watching on the stream, I am just now seeing the very tiny blur circle.
Yeah.
That is covering up her downstairs mix-up.
She's wearing a...
Looks like there's bush showing.
She's wearing a robe, and that's it. There's nothing. She's just wearing a robe, and the cops pulled this lady over.
Well, she broke her leg.
DUI in 1 week, and a broken leg. Broken leg, by the way, from a crash from another DUI. That's what this lady's rocking right now.
I mean, to see just a little bit into her mind that day is like, I want ice cream, so I'm already naked at home. Might as well just throw the robe on and get that ice cream, baby.
This woman is fully embracing GTA life. Like, she is fully, and she goes, panties? Hell nah, I'm going to get ice cream right now. So let me drive my car and do a couple of whippets and get hammered, because that's how you do it in America, baby. That's how you do things.
Okay.
I'm trying to get home. Okay, sorry. I just.
Yeah.
I like how she acts like they inconvenience her. I'm trying to get home, okay?
Like, sorry.
My ice cream's melting, and I'm getting a bit of a breeze downstairs.
What are we supposed to
Just go
do?
home.
Nope. Pinpoint peoples. Have you been huffing today?
No.
Not in the car just now?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Would you be willing to do some voluntary field sobriety
Yeah, I
tests?
will.
Yeah, I will.
We haven't practiced them at all. Otherwise, we could.
Ma'am, you probably shouldn't, just for the record, okay? I'm thinking that you probably, right now is the time to go, guys, I have made an epic mistake for the past week. I'm just going to surrender all of my freedoms right now. I'll see you in a couple of years.
Is there certain parts of the field sobriety test that they're going to skip because it will expose her even more?
That's a fair question. That is indeed a fair question.
One where you have to balance on one leg. Therefore, you're going to see everything.
Let's see the video. The video crashed, but I got it back, I think.
I will.
Want your dude to do them? We haven't practiced them at all. Otherwise, we could do them. He hasn't tried.
Oh, they're looking in her car.
You're under arrest.
Okay.
You're under arrest. You can't bring her to jail like that. She doesn't have underwear on.
No, they got some
2 out of 6 on each.
some extras, maybe some
You
paper
think
underwear.
so? You think they got like some jailhouse underwear that they put on? Probably, right? God almighty, this lady, she's still in jail, thank God. Let's never have her behind the wheel of a car again. She is having quite the week. She's on a $50,000 bond at the moment. And there you go. This woman is addicted to whippets, they said. I've not heard of somebody addicted to whippets, but she certainly was.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I mean, I think there's been like 2 people who have died from it. There's
really?
Oh, you remember the famous girl from Intervention?
There's probably more than that, but I just think it's one of the lesser killers of the drugs. Now,
sure,
they took extra care to blur her face amongst other parts of her, but her face in this is blurred out. And then they just take her in and take a mugshot, and like that's public record. I don't understand why the face blurring happens.
In this case, innocent until proven guilty. Maybe I'm not sure. Although it seems like there's some evidence stacking up that this lady isn't the best. But you judge for yourself. Go see the footage of this for those of you listening over on the newsjunkie.com in the See It Now section. 3 DUIs.
No pants.
No pants is the title over there on the newsjunkie.com in the See It Now section. And that goes on for a while, just so you're aware. All right, over to you. You can join us on the show with your dispatches, or you can send an email to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Here's Richard, who is talking about Franklin the Turtle. Franklin the Turtle we talked about yesterday on the show because they were blowing these boats, the drug boats, to smithereens and double tapping them in some cases. And then the head of the Department of Defense, aka the Department of War, I guess now, Pete Hegseth, had said that he posted a meme of Franklin the Turtle, the cartoon turtle, blowing up these narco boats. And Richard chimes in on that front.
Hello, News Junkies. I am a podcast listener, so I am a day behind.
That's fine.
But as a new dad, I've been watching a lot of kid shows, a lot of them being from the 90s for that nostalgic factor. And,
nice.
You know, the fact that these new shows are just kind of creepy and weird. But Franklin being one of them, I gotta say, that turtle's kind of a dick.
Is he?
You know, if you go back and watch these episodes, he's super annoying and not really fun to watch. So maybe they were onto something. Give it up, junkies. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
I was not familiar with that. I didn't know that Franklin was an ass. I didn't know that it was.
What does he mean to his parents or something?
I will have to tell us more, sir. You'll have to let us know exactly what
he
your
doesn't
beef
say
is.
sorry after everything.
And he's Canadian too. The whole thing is a little disheartening, honestly. But I appreciate your comments, sir, on the Franklin front. And you can join in on this, too, if you'd like. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Quick break. When we come back, we'll get geared up before too long for the next episode. That's happening on the show in a bit.
Yeah.
We got another murder mystery thing that we've been sort of diving into. This 88-year-old man that the internet has been rallying around. Why? What did he have to say? All of that is on the way, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Got to do to make sure that because there's nowhere to go. Like, what am I gonna do? Get out and just like go by a tree?
I have never heard
pinching the shrimp. You never pinched the shrimp? Oh, you had to pinch the shrimp. I kept pinching the shrimp. Like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
You're going to have a tough time on Florida's Turnpike this afternoon, southbound past Osceola Parkway. All lanes are still blocked there. I recommend getting off that Orange Blossom Trail exit and heading towards US 192. You can get back on the Turnpike there. On I-4, you won't be expecting much really affecting your ride, just some familiar delays piling up. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by MountDora.com. It's the 33rd annual Mount Dora Christmas Walk, Friday, December 5th. Free family street party in downtown Mount Dora. Holiday entertainment, shopping, and free Santa pictures at the 35-foot Christmas tree. 6 to 9 p.m. December 5th. Details at MountDora.com. Brought to you by Advent Health, Jenkins Genesis of Leesburg, and Discover Lake.
Folks, Mills Air is ready to help you out when you have any problems at all with your air conditioner. If you're a homeowner, it's a big fear that you have. What if my AC breaks? What am I going to do about this? How do I get back up and running without getting ripped off, right? I understand you having those questions, and there's a lot of places I'd be skeptical about if they're going to be honest with me or not. That's why Mills Air is the place that's the best spot to reach out to when you have any problems with your air conditioner. Here's what you do. If your AC is busted, you call 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
Historic utility rate hikes are coming, the biggest in U.S. history, but you can fight back with Solar Source. Whole home solar from just $89 a month. No money down, guaranteed performance and maintenance included. Save up to 40% on your power bill immediately. Solar Source is trusted by NASA, Disney, and over 70,000 homeowners. And you could get exclusive savings when you tell them Jack from Real Radio sent you. Visit solarsource.com/monsters or call now and lock in your rate before energy prices soar.
Imagine the perfect chicken tender. Crispy, juicy, for lack of a better word, tendery. Now imagine these perfect tenders at Wendy's. 'Cause they are. Wendy's new chicken tenders are here with delicious new dipping sauces like Wendy's Signature, Creamy Ranch, and Honey Barbecue. And
hello!
Escape to Aquatica Orlando for a new wave of excitement. Get fully immersed in wave pools and thrilling slides. Meet new faces with a close-up tour of playful dolphins. Slide into endless fun.
Hang on. Welcome behind the scenes of the show, by the way.
Keep the party going with lively events all year long. Discover why Aquatica is the #1 outdoor water park in America. Save up to 55% on tickets, phone cards, and passes during the holiday sale. Hurry, offering soon. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Hello, Kevin. YouTube and Facebook in it together, but how? YouTube is Finkel. Twitch, not Facebook. Twitch is Einhorn. YouTube is Finkel and Twitch is Einhorn. In it together, but how? 3 minutes and we're back live on the show. Whip it Smackdown? Oh. Tempting. But no. Hang on, gotta check on something. Lady dog. And if we can get that clean footage, we were putting Who doesn't say that? Who doesn't say that? Forrest is in the office doing the final edit of the roast. He's doing the final director's cut edit, like the big version that doesn't have the cuts in it. Before I get a hold of it and just start cutting it up. Hello, Lahays. I'm in Kentucky and we had snow and it's cold. It is too cold here. Democrats released never-before-seen photos and videos from Jeffrey Epstein's private island. How did they get them? There's a trove of new pictures and videos. That's not, by the way, the whole Epstein files that Trump ordered released. We'll talk about at some point, maybe in jury duty today, what the countdown looks like on that. When are we going to get these Epstein files? What shall we expect? That's coming up in just a bit. All right, here we go.
Without any stress, that one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
On this week's episode of Next Chapter, I, T.D. Jakes, sit down with Denzel Washington, a two-time Academy Award-winning actor and cultural icon.
I don't take any credit for it. I just didn't put me first. I just put God first, and he's carried me.
Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search Next Chapter with T.D. Jakes. That's NXT Chapter. And listen now.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure.
On a constant quest to stay calm, like that bear in the hammock. This
working on what may be his final cut of the roast event, which is just,
Nice.
It's basically the uncut version, the director's cut, which has everything in it that is, allowed to be seen by the wider world. And then I'm going to edit it up to bring it down for time and content and make it as good as an overall product as possible. But when you buy the roast, one of the extras for the roast will be the full director's cut. So you could see everybody's full set. Absolutely everything that happened at the roast. So don't think I'm just going to be like, I'm going to cut all the funny stuff out. No, the director's cut of everything will be there as well for those of you who are interested. So that I'm hoping, I don't know if next week is too ambitious, but pretty soon you should have access to the video on demand for the roast event. I've been telling you guys about how people are calling it quits earlier in the year. December is throwaway month territory now. It really is. It's like in the month of December, barely anybody does any work anymore.
Yeah.
People don't schedule meetings.
How are the polls doing?
I'm glad you asked. I keep telling you about everybody quiet quitting or maybe even loud quitting in the month of December because people are like, well, the year's over. Christmas month has arrived. We don't want to do any actual work right now. And I've been using the people who work at this huge polling firm called YouGov as an example of how they're just phoning it in. What were the last ones that we went over? What were the polls?
It was something like, do you feel Christmassy? Or
do you feel Christmassy?
It was really mundane, and the choices they gave were ridiculous as well.
Was it about a toilet or something? There was another one where it was like, man, they are phoning it in at the end of the year.
Oh, wait. Yeah, it was, do you
like
crinkle or fold?
Yeah, they are out of gas. They're not even asking about Trump-related stuff anymore. They are just, they're done. Everybody's done. People are lazy in the month of December. They are now down to this over at the polling company YouGov. Which of the following comes closest to whether or not you have used chopsticks.
Huh?
Oh, no.
I have used chopsticks before and was good at them, 34%. I have used chopsticks before and was bad at using them, 40%. I have never used chopsticks before, 23%. Don't know, 3%.
How many people answered this? Does it say?
5,960.
Some people are still up for it, I guess.
Yeah, 5,960 people who were brought this question because nobody's trying anymore. It's December. This didn't used to be a thing. We used to work until Christmas, but not anymore. Now everybody goes, December 1st. That's a wrap, baby. You know we're not doing any more work. Oh, you want some more poll questions? Okay, you guys use chopsticks? That's what's going on out there. That's what this comes down to.
What would you guys answer?
I certainly wouldn't answer don't know.
Yeah.
What's
3% of people don't know what a chopstick is. What has your life been up to that point in time? By the way, always been bad at them. We'll probably never get good at them.
I'm good at them.
I'm saying,
it's just embarrassing. I wish I was better.
94%er.
I've tried. I've watched a couple of things, and I thought maybe I could.
Do you need a little roll up the paper and put the rubber band around it so it's kind of stretchy,
like a little baby?
It helps. I do. It's like having the gutter things in on the bowling alley. You know what I mean? Where you got there's the bumpers. It's that for chopsticks, and I do indeed need that sometimes. There's a video that's lighting the internet on fire today. Let's take a look. Stand by the dump button because I don't know if there's any cursing.
Ready to dump?
Let's be honest with you. That's me loud quitting in December here. I have no idea if they curse in this video. I do know that people were very upset with this. And to me, there's a level of expectation that I have for people in certain jobs. All right? Like, I don't want cops to be doing certain things even if they're off the clock. You expect like a higher level out of these people. Maybe the same is true for judges or politicians. And teachers. Like a teacher, any woman who wants to have an OnlyFans, go for it. Who cares? Like I'm not a prude. I don't care what you do with your life. It's your own business. But if you're a teacher of little kids and then you want to do OnlyFans content, like there's a different expectation that I have of you.
Right.
Well, because of exposure to the children?
Because kids could get exposed to it because, the teacher, I just don't
on the
think
parents.
I don't think so. We don't need to get into this now, but I think that teachers shouldn't be involved in making pornographic material. If they teach kids, I think they should be held to a different standard. These are not teachers. You can take a look at what I have on my laptop in front of me. You can already see what's kind of going on here.
Okay.
These are nurses in this video that's been going viral over the last 24 hours. 10 million views. All right. And it just kind of starts out of nowhere. This looks weird. I'm not going to lie to you. It's like there's a nurse laying the wrong way on a patient's bed. All right. So like the nurse's feet is where the pillow is and where her head is where the feet should be. And then there's another nurse on top of that nurse.
There's a number that comes to mind. What is
69 style, I guess you might say. Yeah. Like they are in that position on top of this.
But weirdly clothed.
Yeah, right.
Usually
right.
when I see nurses doing this, it's they're not. There's no scrubs, no black scrubs.
Bootsy Moonshine says that's a fart position if I've ever seen one. I don't think that's what's going on here, and it's not necessarily a pornographic thing. They're making a funny video, right? So here you go. They get in here and they put a blanket over the top. They're filming something together, right? And they're basically
Don't let my feet show up here.
They're basically pretending that one nurse gives birth to the other, which is, kind of funny. I guess.
I've seen this on TikTok.
Yeah. So they're
still. I thought it was going to be a completely different video.
It's not a sexual thing, okay? It's just this where they pretend like one nurse gives birth to the other. She's making the noises. And then they film the other nurse coming out. They're having a good time.
Glad they're having a good time.
Blue down the hallway, please.
Do I know why they did this? No, I don't know why they did this. But after this has gone viral, these 3 nurses screwing around doing this, there have been many people, many hundreds of people saying that they should all be fired.
No.
That all these nurses are, they're undoing the seriousness that is required along with their job, and that they should not be involved in behavior like this. Debating if the nurses should be fired for doing this during their shift, and all they're doing is screwing around, filming some stupid video, right?
Were they on the clock? Do we know that?
When you're a nurse, they have such long shifts that I think they take like little breaks and stuff every now and then. But this is one where I go, they're not producing pornography.
No.
They're not doing anything that's going to harm the experience for anybody who's in their medical care. They're literally just screwing around, making a dumb video that wasn't super funny for me, but they seem to enjoy themselves.
They thought it was very funny. I'm sure other people would also agree. I wouldn't be among them, but they're allowed to have fun. They are like everybody else who's not a nurse, people who work at a job and find, moments of levity to kind of have fun together at their job. They're not harming any patients. They're not even really, unless, they're within earshot of somebody finding out that they have, a few weeks to live. They're not disrespecting any patients.
I don't think so.
They're allowed to have personal lives.
Yeah, this would be like seeing firefighters in their off time, which is like 99% of the time, when firefighters are just waiting at the firehouse. And if they were screwing around and like pranking each other for a second, you'd go, guys, what the hell? Have some level of seriousness and decorum to what you're doing here. We are waiting for an emergency fire to save a family in need. And it's like, okay, is this the way you live your life? It's not that nobody should be able to have fun. There's nothing wrong with what they're doing here. It's dumb, but they're probably exhausted from having a long-ass nursing shift, for God's sake. I wouldn't blame them for wanting to just kick back and make some stupid jokes. I'll put this up on See It Now so you can see this, but about 10 million people so far have seen this clip that's starting to go viral all over the place. And you can see it for yourself as well.
Do you think they regret making it now? Not because people are calling for their jobs, but because so many people have seen it.
Probably. I bet there's been meetings that come in. You guys, we must maintain a level of seriousness. It's so stupid. Nurses under fire for jokes. Right there. Or video. I'll put there it is over on See It Now for you. Check it out. Because it wasn't immensely funny, but it is interesting that people expect this different level of seriousness out of these nurses. And I want to see if you feel the same way. Let us know. Send a dispatch over on thenewsjunkie.com right now. Somebody else chiming in about Franklin the Turtle. We'll put that on ice for right now. Here's a comment about the Diddy documentary.
The Reckoning's pretty good, but it doesn't really get juicy until like the end of the 3rd episode, and then the 4th episode is pretty nuts. God, I really don't want to give any spoilers, but
no,
it's good. It's good.
He was
He's
arrested.
Not telling. Yeah, he was indeed arrested. Yeah, finds himself behind bars, giving turkey to the rest of the inmates. As for right now, Tanya on YouTube says it's dumb, the video of these nurses, but they don't need to be fired. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I can never connect with people that do this, that expect total seriousness always out of people of a particular profession, because those folks, these nurses, have to put in long hours. They're screwing around at work because they're just trying to pass the time like you or I would be. And otherwise, why would you care about this at all? But maybe you do. Take a look at it. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and you'll see the video that has gone viral. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? You can earn a cool 4 figures just to watch holiday movies, but how many movies do you have to watch for Mariah Carey 7 figures? Kim Kardashian has an upcoming masterclass where she'll teach you the 10 Commandments. Plus, Brazil be like, Kanye, I'ma let you finish. Psych, no show for you. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. At 9, it's Real Laughs, followed by Real Music Weekends at 10 on Real Radio 104.1 and on your free iHeartRadio app.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. We've had a cold front move through today. That'll lead to mostly cloudy skies, but dry conditions. Otherwise, a little cooler. Still warm, though, considering that it's December. Our high 74 degrees. Tonight will cool down into the 50s for much of the area. And then tomorrow, warming slowly into the mid-70s. By the weekend, we'll jump back into the 80s, but eventually some rain coming in, especially for Sunday. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Everdoor Garage Door, the only Christmas gift with a lifetime warranty. Everdoor's Forever Springs, $75 off right now. One repair, never worry again. Unwrap the savings at Everdoor.com. Everdoor, the garage door that lasts evermore.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. You see that new welcome offer? Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. I think we got to jump on this.
What's John Daly think?
I think you got to grip it and rip it.
Grip it?
And rip it.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hello. How are you, everybody? Welcome to Behind the Scenes. We're at a quick commercial break. We'll be back momentarily, but this is when we chat, baby. We chat during the breaks. Stand by. Okay. Welcome in, YouTube, Twitch people. So good to see you. So good for you to be here. We got a segment coming up called The Next Episode. Next. Which is everything happening in entertainment and all things you might think about in that world. How many of you, just out of curiosity, how many of you have ever been a victim of a porch pirate? Show of hands, chat, if you've ever been a victim of a porch pirate. If you've had anybody steal a delivery off of your doorstep. Somebody's come by and grabbed it and taken your Amazon item or whatever. Many, many, many times I lived next to a school. I saw that Chicago was the worst city in the United States for porch pirates, which isn't surprising in some neighborhoods. But the amount of money that they said is lost every year due to porch pirates is insane. Insane to think about. Absolutely wild. Nope. Not a package, but they stole the lawnmower? Somebody just came up and stole your whole ass lawnmower? Jesus. Nope. Nope, thank God. I had one steal a couple of sex toys in a box. Well, I mean, at your house, I'm sure it's probably just like an everyday thing that there's 3 or 4 sex tapes or sex toys, either or, on your front step. Not kidding, the entire lawnmower, middle of the day in Longwood, not even a bad area. That's a brazen move to steal a whole damn lawnmower. Trauma Mur says on the nursing video, they're wanting to fire a guy at my hospital right now for doing Instagram videos while on break for his fitness page, only because he had his badge on and somebody could identify where he was from. That's so stupid, isn't it? It's so dumb. How much heat are you really getting? Number one. And number two, as long as it's nothing offensive or illegal that they're doing in the video. It really shouldn't bother anybody. Oh no! It turns out this nurse is also into fitness? God forbid. They're nurses, not nuns. Jeez. All right, we're coming back right now.
Future at no cost to you. We're here to help you take the first steps to boost your credit score, pay down your debt, or start a business. With over 300 locations across the U.S., we're making economic opportunity available to millions for over 30 years. Visit Operation Hope today and get started on your economic future you've always dreamed of.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Your front row seat to the most viral stories in the world. This is
something different for you. If you're brand new around here, welcome. It's the three best friends you never had going through the most viral stories of the day. Learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. Got all those orders from our Cyber Monday sale all processed and ready to go. Those should go out today, and many of you will be getting them as soon as tomorrow and into the weekend and whatnot. Almost everybody should have them by the beginning of next week. And that's around when not only will the video on demand feature be launched on thenewsjunkie.com, but also around that time, the roast will be available for those who missed out on this. So all of that is on the way. Stay tuned to the show. We'll let you know when everything's up and you can check it out and enjoy it for yourself. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
because there's a lot on TV and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about? Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey,
let's go.
Smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. That's his website. Very easy to navigate through. Chock full of information for you. What information, you may be asking? All that you need for refinancing that beautiful home you own, or perhaps buying your first dream home, and everything else in between. He's an expert, but he's also your friend. He's going to be super cool about it, and that's exactly what you need when you're making big life decisions. So start that process today by going to ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
It was a mere 56 years ago, 1969, that according to urban legend, this legend right here, man,
The Beatles. The Beatles.
Beatles is right. Now give me one who may
Paul
have been...
John Lennon.
That is correct. And according to urban legend, 56 years ago, John Lennon was asked to play the title role in Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh.
Which would have been very interesting. The offer was revoked the next day. Supposedly, it is not true. But if it was...
Yeah. I mean, I could see it.
Imagine that of Jesus.
Wouldn't it be a step down for him because he said they were bigger than Jesus?
No. Now let's go into regular.
Quite a song.
Imagine.
To Jesus.
That's all you got to do.
There you go.
Now imagine you were set to have a big concert. And when it comes to concerts in Brazil, those are often the ones that are setting records for attendance.
Yeah.
What was it? Lady Gaga was the most recent one that...
they're big, yeah.
It was like 250,000 people.
Yeah. They'll get them on the beach there sometimes. It'll just be like almost millions even, yeah.
Tudo bem. Well, he is not going to be experiencing that because his show canceled.
Oh, my God.
Kanye West. His concert in Brazil canceled after city officials refused to grant permits. The proposed Kanye West concert in Sao Paulo, Brazil, where the rapper reportedly faced the threat of arrest if he did the whole Nazi thing, was ultimately canceled after local authorities voted against permitting the event. According to CNN Brazil, what is their anchor's name?
Anderson L. Cooper.
Good job. The event was set to take place on November 29th at the Interlagos racetrack in Sao Paulo. However, the city hall derailed those plans when it vetoed West's use of the venue, citing his past promotion of Nazism and hate speech. He won't sing a single word, said the mayor, Ricardo Nunes.
Damn.
So they still hope, the organizers, to bring him sometime in 2026, but probably another city.
What if he doesn't do that song? He said, like, I'll just do Stronger, and I'll
Everything
just do
from College Dropout.
All of the Lights. I'll just do Blood on the Leaves. I'll just do something.
Would you trust Kanye to keep his word to that?
I probably wouldn't trust him. No.
Would you trust Kim Kardashian if she was giving a master class in business?
Maybe.
Well, if you are saying yes right now inside of your head,
Doesn't she run $1 billion company or something?
Sure does, and so does all of her family, at least one of the little sisters. But Kim Kardashian has announced her masterclass that's launching this week. And then we got a little bit of a sneaky peeky online that includes what she calls the 10 commandments on building your brand and business. And away we go.
I'm listening.
Number 1, you are the product. Number 2, they prove it. You perfect it. Number 3, keep your eyes closed or it really stings.
Huh?
Yeah.
Think about
it. That's not actual advice, I don't think.
Define yourself before others do. Don't follow the feed. Be the feed. Turn failure into strategy. Your customer is your co-founder. Culture sets the time. The 8th commandment, know your worth, then add tax. At 9, empires are built before dawn. And 10, because I said so.
Wow.
Man, your customer is your co-founder. Sounds like the misused the customer is always right kind of deal.
And I'm surprised that this was not part of the commandments, but if you know your brand, you better protect it and sue the ever-loving S out of anyone who tries to steal it.
True.
That's what he's doing. Or at least his estate, because he's
Johnny
dead.
Cash.
He is taking Coca-Cola to court.
What'd they do?
Wild stuff. You ready for it? Hop on. The estate says Coca-Cola misled fans by using a Johnny Cash sound-alike in a college football commercial.
No.
Yeah.
Do you have it? Can we hear the sound-alike?
I don't, because I don't want to get sued either. But maybe C-Link could pull it up. Now, it's this commercial. The song in the ad is not from Johnny Cash's catalog. The Cashalog is what I like to call it. But the voice is close. What?
Cash drawer. Yeah.
The voice is close enough that plenty of people thought it was the real Man in Black, and I guess did not Google the fact that he is dead. The lawsuit was filed in Tennessee under the new Elvis Act, thank you very much, which protects a person's voice from being used without permission. A lawyer from the estate wrote that Coca-Cola is pirating Johnny Cash's voice in a nationwide advertising campaign, and then he called it theft of his integrity, identity, and humanity. The estate wants damages and a court order to stop that ad.
I think I have to add maybe a question. This says 7 News Australia.
Has not been stopped yet, so.
Let's see if this is it.
Johnny Cash is fighting Coca-Cola from the grave. The singer's estate is suing the soft drink maker over an ad that features one of his songs performed by an impersonator. It says the company didn't approach them for permission to use the track or his identity.
I mean, it sounds like him.
You would hear that and you're like, is that Johnny Cash? AI?
But they said it was one of his songs?
Yeah.
Well, then, did they have permission to use the song?
It's not from his catalog.
I don't know. And the other thing is Coca-Cola is not afraid to use AI in their ads, so they might be doing some AI stuff, too.
It's not. It's an actual singer. It's Sean Barker, an impersonator. And he was thrilled for the gig. His manager said Sean had spent over 20 years performing as Johnny Cash and loved getting the chance to
How do
sing
you
for
spell
the
his
spot.
name?
With a W.
Oh, SHAWN Barker? Good
Yeah.
for you,
No,
buddy.
SWEAN.
No, that's no, what he does. Oh, he literally does Johnny Cash.
Is that how he got caught?
So, I mean, they can't say they weren't trying to do Johnny Cash.
You wonder why I always dress in black.
Oh,
He does sound like him.
He did. Yeah, he does. But not
That
that
is
commercial.
That's a pretty good Johnny Cash.
That's damn good. Better than Joaquin Phoenix.
Hey.
Holy cow.
So would Coca-Cola just need to do the celebrity voices are impersonated kind of deal?
Maybe.
I guess. Maybe.
I don't know.
We hear it all the time, do we not? Impersonators?
We use it all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's original, 100% human. And talk about 100% douche move, but I'm not surprised in the slightest. This gal right here.
Oh, Katy Perry.
And brought someone else to court over some real estate. And she has now gotten the green light, a major victory. And you tell me if she looks
She
out.
boot out some more. What was it last time? Nuns? Did she boot out some more nuns? And
Not
make them homeless?
nuns this time. As a matter of fact, a dying veteran.
Perfect.
Here we go.
She picks the perfect opponents, doesn't she?
Very
She
messy
does.
legal war over the Montecito, California mansion she bought more than 5 years ago. And this is Carl Westcott, an 85-year-old disabled veteran and the former owner of the property, has now been ordered to cough up $1.84 million after a judge ruled the pop star lost out on a hefty rental income during the drawn-out fight. So the dispute was centered around the $15 million estate, and it's in one of the most elite neighborhoods. And after signing the contract, days later, Westcott tried to pull the plug. He claimed he had been recovering from a major back surgery and was under heavy medication. He was too impaired to really know what he was signing. And she took his ass to court, and now the disabled veteran owes Katy Perry some
Katy Perry's
dollars.
like, who is my opponent? Are they in a wheelchair? Oh, gee. All right, double down.
Take your money, baby.
Oh, God.
Coming up next, Katy Perry takes on a child with massive burn injuries.
Hey, you signed it,
Yikes.
kiddo, even though you have 2 burnt fingers left.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
On the boob tube, we got the 93rd annual Christmas in Rockefeller Center.
Yeah.
The performance is by Reba McEntire as your host, and Mark Anthony, Haley Bailey, Michael Bublé, and New Edition. Congratulations. Christmas in Nashville on NBC. Oh, What Fun on Amazon. My Secret Santa on Netflix. And you can catch Noah Schnapp and his bicycle on Fallon. Follow your dreams with me on Instagram at Sabrina Amber. Most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. Do they still call it a Christmas tree in New York City?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Because other places don't do that.
Holiday
like
tree?
some of these, like Seattle has a holiday tree unveiling. And,
No, I think they still call it like the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree.
Yeah. Like, the weird thing is, if you want to do a holiday celebration for everybody, that's cool, right? I'm cool with that. You know, each person does their own thing. You Jews do your thing. I do my thing, and everybody should be able to have fun, right? That's good. But what's weird is when you go, we're not going to call it a Christmas tree. We're going to call it a holiday tree. Or it's like one step away from calling a menorah like a holiday candelabra or something. You're like, it's a Christmas tree. It's called a Christmas tree, for God's sake. What are you doing over there?
I mean, if you're going to call it a holiday tree, it better look a little bit different than a Christmas tree, or else it's just a Christmas tree under an assumed name.
It's already a thing, right? So like, have a Christmas tree, then have like a big menorah next to it or whatever. Then you're not taking away from anybody. You're just adding on for all the rest of the people.
I was really excited when we were, getting ready to go to New York on this past trip because Ashley said that the Rockefeller Center tree was going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
It already, but it wasn't lit up yet. And I was like, that's fine. I'm sure it's still cool to look at. Check your text messages.
All right, hang on
for the picture that I sent.
Was it not cool?
She neglected to mention it was going to be surrounded in scaffolding. That is the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree outside of 30 Rock.
How very Manhattan.
Yeah.
That is so much
I
scaffolding.
was like, you know what? The rest of the city is covered in scaffolding. The tree might as well be too.
I didn't even see the tree.
You got to zoom in really hard.
Jeez, you were there though. You technically saw it.
Yeah, it's
somewhere
behind,
in there.
Maybe if you go off to the left a little.
There.
Oh, look, there looks like
There
some
it
tree. We see some tree.
A little bit of greenery in there. All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll get into your thoughts. A lot of dispatches coming in. We had this young girl, a Texas A&M student. We talked about her dying in a mysterious way after a tailgate party. The family was saying, we're not hearing anything about this. What gives? We now have some info. That'll be coming up in just a bit on the show. And when we come back, we'll do the story about this 88-year-old man who has charmed the internet to the tune of over $1 million raised already. What's up with this guy? We're going to talk about that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Download the all-new iHeartRadio app. Make Real Radio 104.1 number one on your presets, and you could win free stuff at upcoming events.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a couple accidents that might be slowing you down this afternoon. 2 left lanes are blocked. I-4 westbound at Lake Mary Boulevard. We got emergency crews on the roadways there, and all lanes are still blocked on Florida's Turnpike southbound past Osceola Parkway. I recommend hopping off Florida's Turnpike onto Orange Blossom Trail, head towards US 192, and you can get back onto the Turnpike from there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866.
Hey, everybody. Quick question for you, chat.
A Florida licensed insurance agency, not an insurer, and only available in Florida.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices.
How many of you plan to retire at some point in the truest sense of the word? How many of you plan to retire and never have a job again? Like when you say, I'm retiring, I'm never going to work again. Not a part-time job, not at the library, not as a substitute teacher or a greeter at the grocery store or Walmart, nothing. When you are going to retire, you mean you never want to work again. Never? Nope. Can't do it, can't stay home. We're going to talk about this in this next story about this 88-year-old guy or 80-whatever-year-old guy that the internet is falling in love with. And they've raised $1 million for him. I'll show you the video that started all of this and got people to give him over $1 million. But the idea was like, this guy is going to retire. Why is he working in his 80s? And all I thought of was, am I the only one that thinks the thought of like never working again seems boring? Like never working, not having your own company, like starting a business, doing something, right? An object in motion stays in motion. True. True. Agreed. Hard agreed. How many people do you need to see who once they're like, I'm retiring, within 5 years, done. Gone. Zach says you got to have something to do. Fun with Fire says you don't have to stay home just because you're retired. People need hobbies. Hobbies are good too. But even just hobbies, like the idea of golfing or whatever every single day of your life, that's not for me. That sounds so boring. Like I would go, I'm retiring from the rat race, but maybe I'm going to start up my own business. Like a Shark Tank for old people. I'm going to start up my own business. Decon says, I'll never retire. Back in a couple of minutes, Kevin says, my dad was dead 3 years after retiring. Oldie fans for me. Charles says, I'm 47 and retired. At 45, it only took 2 years before I was going nuts. When we do our Christmas break, about a week in, I'm like, Like, I need to do something. I want to do something. I want to know, if you ask like 100 people, what percentage of people say, when I retire, that's it, I never want to work again? What percentage say, I want to work, but just for fun, something to have something in my schedule, or I want to volunteer? And what percentage of people are like, I'm never going to stop working. I'm just going to keep working. That's what I view as my life. Because I think Americans have very different views on this, I think. Sean, don't assume everybody's 65 to retire. I'm not even talking about any particular age. This guy's in his 80s, of course. But I'm not even mentioning an age. I'm just saying, do you have the desire at some point to be like, I don't have any interest in work? I guess it depends on what your career is, right? For me, it just seems kind of boring. All the ladies that have mooched off of me did not want to work in their 30s. Okay. It's evil that executives who caused GM to fall kept golden parachutes, but United Auto Workers members lost their pensions. Sure. I guess. I've been retired for 6 months, going back to school for funsies and volunteering along the way. There's another thing. There's a lot of people who will retire and want to go back to school or something, and people will make fun of the old person in the college classroom. To hell with that. I think that's awesome. I think all of this is so much better than retiring and just playing golf all day long. No, thank you. 90 seconds and we're back live. This guy says he lost his pension from a GM bailout. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where that's coming from or what that's all about. I'm talking about, generally speaking, retiring and what you do afterwards. If they keep moving the retirement age, most will be dead before they can collect their pensions, Medicare, Social Security. None of this is about like Social Security. I pay money every single month. I've been a hardworking person my entire life. You might not agree with the word hard being used in that sentence. I want my goddamn Social Security money back when it comes that time. And I want a lot of it because I pay a lot. But it doesn't mean I'm going to want to stop working, right? That's what I want to talk about a little bit here. Thank you, Neil. God bless you. All right, we're coming back. Back live on the show.
Specialist has got to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Coming soon.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. Hear it here first. Then everyone else will catch up in a week or two or four. You're listening.
What everybody thinks about this, it all started with a man. And this guy is 88 years old, and the internet has fallen in love with him. 88-year-old Ed Bombas. 88 years old, and he's an Army vet, too. And this guy was involved in this video that has gone viral in the last day or so. I mean, mega viral online. I'll play the video for you in just a moment here, but it's kind of crazy to me that people saw this video and they felt bad because this guy works at a grocery store and he's 88. And of course, he lost like his pension and he's got a sob story and his wife died and stuff. And now the internet felt so bad about his story that they have donated over $1 million.
Damn.
We'll check live because I think it's gone up since then. But they've donated over $1 million to this guy. And I was asking chat during the break, and I want to know what everybody thinks about this. But like, let's start with you two, Sabrina and C-Lane. If you picture down the road when you're at like, you're old, you're ready to retire and all that stuff, do you have a moment where you have like no interest in ever working again? Like you never want to work. You don't want any kind of job. No, I mean, long term, like you want to retire, like a lot of these people do. They'll retire and then they never work again. Is that something that interests you?
Yeah, absolutely. I would like to take advantage of that not working and like travel. Mm-hmm. It seems like some retirees, and especially those in their 70s and 80s, that utilize it. Like they take full advantage and they're on a, 30-day cruise or going to see the 7 wonders of the world for the first time. You might as well, because you only got like 5 to 10 more years on the earth anyways.
What about you, C-Lane? If you got to retirement point in your life, doesn't matter when it is, 65, 70, whenever you want to retire.
42. Yeah.
Oh, 42 is a little early, but who knows? Do you foresee yourself never working again?
I mean, that would be cool. I don't know. I think I could get bored.
Yeah.
But that's why we would need to do the traveling thing. I mean, for the foreseeable future, obviously the 42 thing is a joke, but I have a child to take care of.
That's true.
There is, I mean, there's a point at which it'd be nice to just kind of go, all right, got a full day ahead of me, nothing to do.
Yeah, you could do something that's fun. That is, I guess others would consider work.
Unless you're
Walmart greeters,
unless you're incredibly wealthy, you're not going to stay on some perma trip just touring the world. You're probably not going to have that much money saved up. For me personally, I would just start my own business, or like I would. Not working to me seems so boring. It seems so boring. And I see so many people that when they do get to that point, it's like, well, I'm never going to work again. I'll golf or I'll do whatever. Every day I'll wake up and just create my own agenda. It seems to like zap the life out of you sometimes when you get up in age.
But don't you think working nonstop until you die could also be considered life zapping?
For it's different answers for different people. You're going to have a very different view on it than I am. I would want to keep working.
But we also have a fun work. Would you want to be at Walmart until you die?
Yes. I would rather be a Walmart greeter or any kind of other like token old retired person job than not working. That sounds boring.
My father-in-law, who is good at building things, he knows his way around tools and stuff.
Very handy.
He always says that like one of his dream retirement jobs would be just to work at Home Depot and like be the guy that answers all the questions, just tells people things, you're walking through Home Depot and you have that confused look on your face. He'd be there to go like, oh, you need this kind of conduit to match up with this sort of Romex and blah, blah, blah.
Now, you know as well as I do that he's just going to be replaced by some Clippy like character on an iPad and it's all going to be AI. But that's what I'm talking about. Like it's a fun thing. It sounds to me like it's fun. I am a crazy person sometimes. I think we do far too many things because we've always done them. I would rework the entire thing, all right? I would change everything. Here's what I would do. I would have it so after you finished high school or college, whatever you were interested in, you could take like 10 years, all right? That should be your retirement. 10 years in your prime. Do whatever you want. Have fun, nothing on your agenda.
A lot of the Gen Z's doing that now.
Get all of the monies and do little to nothing, all right? Through all of those like teen or into your 20s years. When you're in the prime of your life, do that, and then work till you die. I think that would be a better trade-off. Because otherwise it's like, well, here we are. I've reached retirement age. And now what? I'm old. All I want to do is sit down. I don't really care about doing all of this stuff. For me, I don't want to do that. I don't look at this future down the road where I go, yep, I'm going to retire and I'm never going to work again. I don't do that. But let's go to this guy because this is why this is all a topic of conversation. His name is Ed Bombas, if you guys want to look him up.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't been milkshake ducked yet. So I don't know if Ed's going to turn out to be some crazy racist or something. But for right now, it seems okay.
Not.
Yeah.
I send you the current GoFundMe.
Okay. All right.
And they put a very sad picture of Ed. As the cover
He looks
photo.
sad.
He's
He looks sad in this, too.
Poor.
All right, here's what started this. Let's listen to this and see what Ed had to say.
I could have help scanning this. Thank you. What was your name?
Ed.
I'm Sam.
Okay.
I actually had someone nominate you from this store and said you're very hardworking.
Well, I try to be.
May I ask how old you are?
I'm 88.
And still working?
Yes, I have to.
Why do you have to keep working?
Retired from General Motors in 99. In 2012, I went bankrupt and they took my pension away from me.
All right, so he says he retired and then afterwards the company went bankrupt and they took his pension away from him.
So there's a lot of Eds out there.
And
right?
he was, I think he said General Motors, right? He was working at General Motors.
Oh my gosh, do you have a wife?
She passed away 7 years ago.
Oh, thanks for asking, bud. Yeah.
Do you have anything going for you, Ed?
You're 88. You're working at Walmart, I think.
God, how sad. He also is going to get in trouble with his boss if he doesn't keep moving instead of chatting with a guy with a camera in his face.
Keep going. What are you doing?
Right up territory.
She was sick when I lost my pension.
So you've been struggling a bit?
A little bit.
You said that you lost your pension?
Yes, sir, I did. I was in the Army back in 66.
So you're a veteran, too?
Yes. The thing that hurt me the most was my wife was real sick. And they, when they took the pension, they also took the health care coverage.
Damn.
And all but $10,000 of my life insurance.
He said, when my life was sick, they took the health insurance, the pension, and all but $10,000 of my life insurance. Jesus. That's what this guy, Ed, says.
Screwed him over.
Again, we'll look at his GoFundMe updated in just a moment. People have taken to loving this dude here.
Oh, my gosh.
So I sold the house, sold the property I had, and we made it through. My wife died 7 years ago. Since then, I've been trying to reestablish myself.
And you're working here how many days a week?
I work 5 days a week, 8 hours a day.
And you do that because you have to, or?
Yeah, I don't have enough income.
What's your dream?
To live somewhat the life I was hoping for.
I'd like to share your story and try and, get people to help you retire.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Oh, no, he's crying. No. This obviously resonated with people because it's sad. You feel for the guy. He's 88 years old. Jesus Christ, they've fleeced him of everything. They've taken everything away from
the country, and the pension's gone. My sick wife also took that money when she was getting not healthier. She died.
And it was in the 60s, so he's like swimming in Agent Orange.
Oh, yeah, riddled.
Going to work in an asbestos suit. Like, this guy's going through it, man. So they said in one day it just exploded. It just absolutely exploded. And Ed, they said people started donating to him. So Sabrina's got the
Good job, man.
the GoFundMe, 88 and still working. Let's support veteran Ed Bombas. In just over 24 hours, $1.287 million raised for this guy. There's people, $10,000 donations.
That's the top donation.
When is this supposed to end? Can't you just cash out now? Let him quit his job?
The goal was $1 million, and they blasted past that. 44,000 people.
There's
have donated to this guy.
A 10,000, a 5,000, 3,500, 3,000, 2,001. Somebody Sarah tried to one up Tiana, who did 2,000.
That's crazy, man.
Bunch of what's William Ackman up to? This is definitely not a like a tax deductible, or you can't write off this donation. You're just
the twist on this could be that it's actually two kids in a coat here pretending to be an old veteran, and
they're
found
really good at makeup. There's a YouTube tutorial on that.
The greatest scam ever. But old Ed Bombas, 88 years old and still working. People watch this. They felt for him.
Does Ed
It felt
know?
like he'd been fleeced. I don't know if they've gone back. Let me go back to that Instagram and see if they've done a follow-up. Because imagine you go back and you're like, Ed, hey, we've got already $1.3 million.
Now, why do they have to do that?
What do you
leave me
think?
alone.
Ed would probably be like, okay, I'd go to the overhead speakers inside the Walmart. F you.
Suck my fart.
You're cool. Just absolutely go for it, man. I'm trying to bring this up to see if they posted any updates where they've gone back.
Bad news, Ed. Kickstarter or GoFundMe just filed for bankruptcy.
Is this the original? Okay, I think this is the original. Yeah, that we just watched. Yeah. So then there's an update of him taking a photo. This says, in less than 36 hours, we've raised over $1 million for 88-year-old veteran Ed. That's right, $1 million. Now it's 1.3. Ed Bombas, a remarkable 88-year-old veteran who had been working 5 days a week, 8 hours a day just to get by. After losing his pension and his wife 7 years ago, Ed has fought to rebuild his life from scratch and giving everything he has just to regain some stability. Now, the big difference here between this and what I said, like, there's a difference between having to work, having to continue to work to keep yourself alive because you don't have enough Social Security or there's no pension or what, none of that stuff. The difference between having to work and then wanting to continue to work.
Being retired and bored and feeling like you need something to kind of keep you getting out of bed.
Right. Yeah. They said, we did this together. This is your doing. It's proof the power of people coming together for something bigger than themselves can still occur in 2025. Let's keep this momentum alive because Ed's journey isn't just his anymore. It's ours. For Ed, this is still a surprise. What? You haven't told Ed anything about
I don't know how to use a computer.
I think, wait.
It says for Ed, this is still a surprise.
I think he meant like for Ed, he's still like surprised that this is happening.
No, let's call the store and spoil it. We're going to do a whole parade.
Ed is miserable. He's checking out somebody right now.
Let's be real. Ed probably has coworkers in the same exact boat as him.
That would suck.
He's not the only 88-year-old working that job.
And then you were like, what about me, Instagram? I'm also. Sorry. We've already given our $1.3 million. Ed is the winner. It's the internet lottery that we like to do every once in a while.
It is very sweet.
We just give people a whole bunch of money like this. And here you go, Ed, 1.3 mil. Who knows where it'll end, too? This is only
Drugs.
after
He's going to get
couple
so
of days.
much cocaine.
Oh, I hope he doesn't get like the golden voice guy. I hope it doesn't happen to him. You never know. Gotta be careful. One of the top comments was, is there any way to protect his assets so people don't try to take advantage of him since his information is out there now? True. A lot of people mad at General Motors, which is, what was the cause of him still working, I guess. But, all right. Yeah. It says it's still a surprise for him, but I feel like they need to go tell Ed. I think they need to tell him how much money has been raised.
But I think, what if he used the wrong word? Like for Ed, this is still a shock.
I don't know.
There's no way we're keeping this a secret from Ed.
I think it might
$1 million
be.
plus dollars have been donated.
Let me repeat
He's by
that.
himself. Who's going to tell Ed?
Let me repeat that sentence or the sentence around it. Let's keep this momentum alive because Ed's journey isn't his anymore. It's ours.
So we're splitting
Ed,
the money.
This is still a surprise. Update coming soon. So that it doesn't, there's nothing else beyond that. I don't know if there's any stories.
I don't even know what the
anything.
hell this journey is ours now means. No, it's Ed's. How much of the money are you taking if it's not just his journey?
They have not gone back. I'm going through all of the stories. It's showing like this is getting a lot of attention in the news. All his Instagram stories are about this. Thank you so much for the support.
Somebody's showing up to that store looking for Ed, wanting a comment. Some reporter.
An update will be coming in the next few days. Sorry, mentally can't respond. Too many messages. Media meetings nonstop like I've never seen before. Super grateful for the support. Did you tell Ed? That's the most important thing here.
Well, I am going to take my finder's fee first, and
Of course.
then we will reach out to Ed.
Which, of course, is 90%.
Yeah.
There's gotta
Plus,
go
you know,
big.
we have to get that giant check. That's going to shave off some of the funds.
Let me see how fast this is going, because I told you, and it was 1.287 million. Let's see. 1.287393. No, it's still there. Okay, I was wondering how fast it was coming in.
Okay,
It's
but
still,
since we've talked about this, because
no, it's 1.288418, so it is coming in. Yeah.
When I first got on this page, it was 1.285.
Yeah, so it's up 3,000 in a matter of minutes for this old guy. So Ed Bombast, what do you think in terms of a dual approach here? One, people giving this guy money. And what do you think about the internet coming together with 1.3 million running for this 88-year-old who's still working? And then the other prong here is, do you just want to never work again? Like, do you want to retire and never work again? And maybe if you are retired and you aren't working at all, let us know how that is going for you. Send a dispatch, record yours over at thenewsjunkie.com, or email tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com right now. When we come back, we'll get geared up before too long for jury duty. We'll have an update on that Texas A&M murder mystery, question mark, the student that died at the tailgate party and her family was upset. We got updates on the Cruz murder mystery as well, and a problem at Costco. A problem at Costco that we need to address. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
You have a good turtleneck head. I do not think I have a good turtleneck head. Jack has an okay turtleneck head.
But Jim in one would look like a roll-on deodorant.
How dare you, sir?
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
All lanes are blocked. Florida's Turnpike southbound past Osceola Parkway. Traffic's being pushed off the Turnpike onto exit 249. You can get off that Orange Blossom Trail exit instead. Avoid those delays. Head to US 192 and back onto the Turnpike from there. There's a crash on I-4 westbound near Lake Mary Boulevard. The left lane's blocked.
Hello. Dull Mike here. What's happening? What's my hair doing today? My headphones messing with me. What's happening? How's everybody's Wednesday? Ooh, I got a text message for a remote job opportunity. Let's see how lucrative this is going to be, guys. It's from a foreign number. So this is Ilara Finch from Solomon Page. Solomon Page. Earn $250 to $500 a day, working just 60 to 90 minutes. What? No experience needed. Full training provided. Work from home with flexible hours. Limited spots available. I'm replying yes. Nah, it's a... I wonder if this is a known scam. Let's search for Ilara Finch, Solomon Page. Nothing. $60 to 90 minutes a day. Like, can I work 2 shifts? Can I work 120 to 180 minutes and get up to $1,000 a day? Now we're talking. I need that drunk raccoon for my Christmas party. That would be a stunt. If you could get a raccoon that's well trained to show up to Christmas parties. I'm sorry, I have no control over the... I could, Sport Johnson, you're right. I have no control over the volume here. So, sorry. But yeah, I could retire at 42. Let's hope that's real. I could do the job while I do this job. If it's just 60 to 90 minutes a day, and then just now I'm double dipping and going on a few more vacations here. Hold on. Let's talk amongst yourselves, kids.
Burnt rubber. The big skies, high banks, and grandstands. The rumble in your chest.
That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it. At the biggest race of the year on the biggest stage of...
Sorry, I had a visitor. Had a visitor from management. One Mr. Jack Bradshaw. Making sure that I'm fed. What a nice guy. I could train Jackson, that's even double the money. Now we're cooking with peanut oil here. $1,000 a day. Can I work weekends? Can I, Solomon Page is a staffing company. I don't think they got hour-a-day jobs at this place. Seems a little scammy. It's been really awkward if I was just following up on this as a joke and Jack comes in and I'm on a job search website. There would be some conversations. Anywho, how's everybody's day? Is 60 to 90 minutes a day is basically Ryan Holmes. That is pretty funny. Pretty funny. Guy made a mean video, made fun of my son, so scorched earth, Ryan Holmes. It's weird to get to the Wednesday, and then still have to work the rest of the week. It hasn't been like that the last couple of weeks. What is this? 5 days? Crap. I wouldn't have to do it if I did that 60 to 90 minute job. Walked 5 to 6 miles. Come on. I like, when especially when I'm going on vacation and the watch kind of picks up on my increased activity. But sometimes I think the watch is a little off. Like, I know some of those days when I was off, I walked up and down some more staircases. So, anyway, back in about a minute. See you guys in a little bit.
Got to go visit my friends at Watson's Meat Market and get yourself a big green egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up where they'll teach you the basic to advanced techniques on the big green egg. Follow them on their social medias. Also, check out the website, watsonsmeatmarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Watson's Meat Market.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Keep the holiday soundtrack on everywhere.
The snowman.
Open the free iHeartRadio app and listen to Magic 107.7, Orlando's Christmas station. On the go, tap the holiday banner or just search holiday. And you'll see customized stations like iHeart Christmas Classics, iHeart Country Christmas, and tons of playlists to set the mood. You've got enough to do. Let us handle the music. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and start listening.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure.
The game of magnets, taking over the world one terrible person at a time.
It's the world's most viral newsroom, and you can learn more about the show. It's called The News Junkie. It's also me and Sabrina and C-Lane are hanging out. You can learn everything you need to know by going to thenewsjunkie.com. It's Christmas time. And that just
Merry
means it's
Christmas,
like the end of the
everyone.
year. It gets close to the end of the year, and people are like, all right, Christmas time.
I mean, reading the boob tube earlier, it's all Christmas-related stuff. I mean, every single thing, whether it was Netflix or NBC or ABC, all of tonight's programming is related to the holidays.
We are full speed into Christmas as soon as we possibly can now. That's how things work. And this is the season for porch piracy. It's the season for stealing, friends. It's super rude that people do this, but it is indeed something that they do.
And it's happening in my neighborhood. I don't know if you've been getting the notifications. Part of the Ring neighborhood app. I also just gave access to Nicole to the Ring doorbell. I didn't realize you could be added to it.
Yeah, I'm not on that one.
She's obsessed. She's like, someone's at the door. Oh, the Ring neighborhood. There's 2 black dogs without collars on walking around. But she did just send this over to me yesterday. And porch pirating in broad daylight. They do not care in 2025.
People are wild about this. It's really offensive that they would do it because they must know in some cases they're stealing people their Christmas presents. They're stealing this stuff. And there's a lot of this happening all over the country. The story that I saw from WGN out of Chicago was interesting because they said Chicago ranks first in the nation for porch piracy. And this is just in Chicago, with $250 million in losses last year.
Damn.
That's crazy to consider. $250 million in losses just in Chicago, Illinois for porch pirates. So this is something that happens everywhere.
You think Chicago's like a little more urban too? Are they doing just the city, or are they counting like the suburbs and stuff?
I think they're talking about Chicago proper, and it says that this has plagued Chicago more than any other major U.S. city. And they talk about like somebody's porch pirate incidents. When I chatted with everybody during one of the breaks earlier about this, there were a lot of people who had personal experience with porch pirates and getting their stuff stolen, which is unbelievably frustrating.
Yeah. And it seems like more and more, the only thing that the doorbell camera gets you is a nice, clean HD video of your crap getting stolen that you will not see again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm trying not to show your address and look at this, but yeah,
that wasn't
people
out of. I see what you mean.
I cut it off so you can't like see where this is coming from. The thing from the Ring neighborhood doorbell, but it is as bright as can be outside, and there is somebody helping themselves to a box on a person's porch that's not theirs, and they're just going in, hoodie over the face, covered your head, and then they haul ass out of there, and you'll never see these people again.
Now go ahead and Amazon the lock box for delivery packages, because I went and looked. I was like, I don't want to risk it. If it's already starting in mid-November, I'm going to see about getting one of the boxes that you can have just like the regular mailboxes.
Delivery lock box?
Has a lock, so they could just put it in, no one can get inside of it.
All right.
Like they have their Amazon app that activates the unlock feature. They put it inside, and then
they're not going inside
pirates
my house.
Can't get it.
They're not cheap. No.
You're going to spend upwards of like $300-400 for something that locks. Mind you could just get a plastic box that has no locking feature, but what's the point of that?
This one's not even that big. It's 3-4 feet tall by 2 feet wide, and it's got a bunch of little compartments in it for $165. And then you got that sitting outside your door, which is not to say that somebody can't just steal your delivery box too if they wanted to. They could take that, and you would end up just screwed over because people do this. It's crazy. And until you really make a spectacle out of punishing the people who are stealing all of these boxes off people's doorsteps, it's going to keep happening. It's too available, honestly. It's too available. And more so now than ever, you could drive by every house in the neighborhood. You see a box up by the front door. You usually see like Amazon or something on it. And let's be honest, it's probably a 25-30% chance there's something of a decent value that you could resell on that slimy place called Facebook Marketplace. And that's what people actually end up doing. But porch piracy is exploding again for the holidays, so do be careful. It's legitimately an issue that you could be facing. So make sure you're being smart about it out there. All right, let's go to some of your feedback. Mike is emailing about Kanye's concert that was canceled. This was in the next episode. Mike says, of all places for Kanye West to do a show, Brazil might be more sensitive to Nazi references than most, considering a lot of them retired there after World War II. That's true. That is indeed a true story.
Isn't it also rumored that some Nazi, like a lot of Nazis went to South America?
That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he meant just people that fought in World War II.
No, he's saying considering a lot of them retired there after World War II, talk about actual Nazis. Yeah, that happened. And I think there might have been other like migrations similar to that with Brazil over the years. So
it's weird to think of Nazis retiring. Like, do they have a Nazi pension? That
well, what's weird about it is he says it seems like a place where they'd be more sensitive to it. Seems like a place where they might be more interested in it. If there are people who are legitimate Nazis.
I think they're trying to lay low, right? I mean,
maybe. Like, you might have some alarm bells going off if you draw too big of a crowd, actually. But
who wants a pina coladas?
We'll see what happens. Somebody sent the drunk raccoon story. It says, your drunk raccoon story instantly reminded me of one of my Etsy shirts. My brain apparently decided to illustrate a raccoon on an all-out bender long before this news broke. I'm not sure if that's talent or a cry for help, but here we are. Thought you might get a kick out of it. It says Nikki. Well, thank you, Nikki. It says part human.
Where is it?
Part raccoon on a bender. Hold on.
Blow it up a little bit so I can.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm going to be able to make this a little bigger.
Enhance.
There's the shirt. Part human, part raccoon on a bender is the shirt that she's created, which works perfectly for this. You are absolutely right. I like it. Thank you. Appreciate you sending that in. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. You can send in whatever's on your mind as well if you want to be anonymous. Well, put that in the top of the email so I don't say your name. Meanwhile, at Costco, before we get set up for jury duty here on a Wednesday, an Idaho mother is upset. Now, let's see what happened here in this case, because I'm sure C-Lane, with a very young child himself, will have some thoughts on this. This woman at Costco had a 4-week-old baby with her. Let's start there, C-Lane. 4 weeks old, too young to be bringing a kid out and bringing them to Costco, or
no? I mean, you got to go shopping. Not everybody has the means to, have time without their kid long enough to go do some of this stuff.
All right, so 4 weeks old, out in public, not crazy, according to C-Lane. The story says an Idaho mother told police that a man at Costco allegedly tried to kidnap her infant by taking the shopping cart carrying her baby. Michael Rain, 24 years old, was released on $5,000 bond on November 28th after being charged with second-degree kidnapping. Here's what happened. According to court documents, he was seen on a surveillance video at a Costco warehouse after a woman accused him of allegedly walking away with the shopping cart carrying her 4-week-old baby. Now, here's where this gets a little weird to me. My son is much older, so I don't have some young
6
kid.
Weeks old.
He's 25, so I had a child very, very young, and he's far beyond this now. The woman told police she was in the book aisle of Costco, and the cart was out of her sight. It says within arm's reach.
4-week-old child, and it was out of her sight?
Yeah, it says within arm's reach, but out of her sight. Within arm's reach, but out of her sight. Then she said she noticed a man lingering around the book section. The shopping cart from Costco had a car seat with the baby inside, and the woman had a weird feeling, and she looked over at her cart. Cart's gone, baby's gone. Would you take your eyes off of your baby in a stroller at 4 weeks in a Costco?
Hell
It'd
no.
be hard to do that. Very hard.
I don't want to blame the woman here because it's not her fault that somebody stole the baby in the cart, but I definitely wouldn't have done that part. Police said the woman searched for the cart carrying her baby and found it a couple of aisles over, being pushed by this guy. The woman quickly took the cart back, and Rain began apologizing profusely. He said, "I'll never do that again, I promise." Well, I would hope so. The woman reported the incident to the police department, and they were able to track her and this guy's movements through surveillance video. They said he entered the store and took an empty shopping cart before heading to the book section, opened a book, brought the open book up to his nose, and then appeared to sniff the center pages of the book very closely.
Nothing is like a Costco book smell.
After sniffing the book, he grabbed the front end of the cart carrying the woman's baby, spun it around behind her, and tried to make his way out the self-checkout. And then he got ID'd with the stolen baby there. Police identified the person who he stole their Costco membership and all of this stuff, and they ended up arresting him for taking the child away. Give us your thoughts as new parents. What would you do in this situation? Would you ever be looking at books with a 4-week-old out of your sight? Probably not. Let us know, though.
Yeah, it would be really hard to mess that up. You know,
it's a bold move right there.
Every once in a while, I'll notice that I have my back to young Jackson at the store, and I'm like, that's probably not the best idea. But he's 2 and he's very loud and vocal now, so it's a little, that 4-year-old could have been asleep.
Unless Mickey Mouse,
4-week-old,
comes to pick up Jackson.
Happy
Mouse. If Mee Mouse comes and grabs him.
If I see Mickey Mouse walking through a Publix, I'm going to have my guard up, I think.
Oh, son, I'm on acid, so we're going to have to call your mom.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, jury duty, and we'll talk about that Texas A&M student that died mysteriously after a tailgate. The family was going, what the hell is going on here? We're not hearing anything until now. What's the latest? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is Super Bowl champion Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Super Sure.
The Magic are back on the hardwood tonight, and they'll host San Antonio. Orlando's on a 3-game winning streak after they beat Chicago on Monday. Longtime NBA guard Chris Paul, he's on the brink of free agency after the Clippers announced plans to cut the 21-year veteran overnight. And after losing a heartbreaker to 4th-ranked Duke, Florida basketball, they're gearing up for another huge game. Gators will face number 5 UConn. That one's coming up Tuesday. I'm Scott Davidson.
Stop buying business insurance blind. SuperSure's licensed advisors help break things down clearly so you understand your options. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a Florida licensed insurance agency, not an insurer, and only available in Florida.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a...
Hello? Hello? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Better than you are and better than you will ever be.
Okay, good for you. That's great.
Do you want to retire?
No, I don't. I already don't work.
You already don't work?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
So when you retire, will you work to do the opposite?
No, we're just gonna travel. And you can do whatever work you want.
How about I retire and then you go to work?
I'll keep cooking and cleaning.
I can hire lots of people to
Guess
do
what
that.
I'm gonna make for dinner.
What? Let me take a wild guess.
Okay.
Chicken and a bunch of vegetables.
No, but that's a good guess.
Oh.
That's what we've been eating.
Which I love.
I'm gonna make ratatouille.
You're making ratatouille for real?
Uh-huh. With homemade egg noodles and a French-style pork chop.
Isn't ratatouille just a bunch of vegetables in a little circle?
Yeah, we still have to eat vegetables.
Okay.
But I want to make ratatouille. I've never made it.
Make ratatouille. From my experience, it's best made. You have to find a little rat, and you have to put him on your chef's hat, and then he has to like pull on your hair.
Right.
Yeah. Like sort of a rodeo rider, and then he steers you to put the ingredients in.
Do you need anything from Publix?
I never really understood that. Like, the guy is supposed to be so retarded that the rat can't just give him the directions to make the good food.
Well, some people can't cook with directions.
He's such a helpless loser that he needs the rat to actually turn him into a big puppet. Isn't that kind of sad, actually?
No, they have a good friendship. Do you need anything from Publix?
Are you trying to leave now? Is that what's going on?
Do you need anything from Publix?
No, you don't need anything from Publix
I
either.
need everything for the rest of the week.
Stop going to Publix.
Okay, well, we have to have dinner.
This is the last time.
This week, yes.
For the rest of the year.
You're going to be doing a lot of DoorDash.
Just take Apple.
Take an apple. I'll show you an apple.
Don't spend any. I keep it under $15.
Okay.
It's Ratatouille. It's Ratatouille. How much could it even cost? What is it? Like some tomato slices or something?
That's all it is.
Well, I don't know what's in Ratatouille. Am I going to hate it? Gusteau said anyone can cook. That's true. But not that loser.
I agree with Gusteau.
That fucking red-haired loser kid. Anyone, it should have said anyone but this fucking loser can cook. He needs to be controlled by a rat. What a loser.
Okay, be nice.
Okay, bye. Courtney has a boyfriend. Yeah, me. Why would you even say that? How can you go to Publix every single day? It seems easy. It's a thing. 2 minutes and we're coming back. This is why I can't retire ever. If I wasn't working, I'd find a way to spend money all day long. It would be funny if Courtney throat punched Sean right before he was coming back on air. Yeah, Sean, call him a retard again? I feel like I did it a significant amount. You can feel free to cry about it in the corner if you're interested. Watson, you're a lucky dude? She's having an affair with the 88-year-old greeter at Publix? Okay. Does that mean when he coughs and kicks it that we get the 1.3 mil? I would hope so. All right, we're coming back. Folks, it's time for jury duty. Some interesting stories to go over here. So stick with us. Alan says, I'm retired and I'm bored most of the time. Nothing worse than being bored, right? You know what I mean? Nothing worse than being bored.
You can depend on Florida farmers. We're your neighbors. Our farm is where we live.
Here we go.
Time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
You can depend on Florida farmers. We're your neighbors. Our farm is where we live and work. It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you see our logo in the store, you know that our name is on it because we stand behind it. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local. Choose Fresh from Florida, the homegrown brand of Florida farmers.
Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
On a constant quest to stay calm, like that bear in the hammock.
Every single day of their life. I don't blame you, man. It's like, and I know there's like sort of this thing, if you're bored, then you're boring. But I don't buy this. I don't buy the if you're bored, then you're boring thing when you're retired. It's difficult because now you're old, now your energy is slow, and now it's the time where you're supposed to just like enjoy your life and not work. And I think some people are different. People have different takes on this. Like the idea for me never working again, that's a big driver of me. It's always been a big driver. I've had a job since I was able to have a job, and I've been moving forward ever since. And I don't like the idea of hitting a stopping point personally and then going like, I never want to work again. I really would just start a company, try to do something that kept me occupied in my days, and go have fun and do all those other retirement things. But I think maintaining a work schedule, for some reason, it seems very valuable to your brain. It really does, at least to me. Here we go, friends. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the news junkie.
He's got to be thrilled, though. If that 88-year-old dude who retired and then made the Instagram video.
How high do you think the donations get?
Oh, $2 million easy, I think.
You think?
Yeah.
You don't think that there's like
going
to be a bunch of people who see that he's gotten $1.3 million and been like, all right, this guy's good.
They haven't cut it yet. They're
yeah,
still
of course
going.
the Instagram guy hasn't cut it because, this is his journey now.
But imagine you're his kid. If you're his kid, you're like, oh, right.
Sharing it with everybody.
Can't wait till you die. I'm going to be rich.
You're like, my 88-year-old dad just got a windfall of money. Boy, thank you, General Motors. Yeah, thanks to General Motors for all the terrible things you did to this man that made a sob story so that, with his wife dying and all this stuff, people donated over $1 million in running to him. So there's other people in the mix here. Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go, just call Mo. It's as easy as that. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to the website, which is justcallmo.com. The bottom line is, after you've been in an accident, there's lots of attorneys out there and tons of options. But you're smart, and you're going to make the smart decision. That is 800-CALL-MO or justcallmo.com. We now have some details coming in about this Texas A&M student who died mysteriously after a tailgate party. Her mother said she was completely in the dark and had not heard anything about this. And now they finally have some information that's coming in. Now, this says here, the City of Austin Police Department is not investigating this Brianna Aguilera. Hang on, I'll bring this back up. Brianna Aguilera is her name. C-Lane yesterday made a underappreciated, I guess he would say, the Christina Aguilera joke as a result of this.
It just clicked, yeah. The beautiful.
Now we're talking about this lady because her mom thinks that there was something fishy that went on here, and the authorities said they don't. They're not investigating the death of this 19-year-old Brianna Aguilera. I'm looking at her here in her Texas A&M jersey, and they're saying they don't believe that it was a homicide, despite questions from the mother.
What do they think it is?
They think that she either took her own life or ended up dying another way. They believe she took her own life because she was found on the ground 17 floors down from where she was supposed to be. And, it seemed like perhaps there had been a jump, but the mom is like,
fall or you get pushed.
Yeah, the mom is like, we don't see any reason why she would have taken her own life. And she does not believe what the authorities are saying on this, which isn't, this happens all the time in these types of stories. But a Laredo, Texas mother is searching for answers after her daughter died in Austin hours after the Longhorn Texas A&M Aggies football game. She was found dead outside an apartment complex on the west side of the UT campus. They said, the mom said, I'd received inconsistent answers from the police department. She said her daughter was not suicidal. She was 19, looking forward to becoming a lawyer, did not answer her phone after the game. She could see that her daughter's phone was pinging, like she could see that it was still there. And she kept trying to ping her daughter's phone. She went to the police. The police said, ma'am, There's nothing we can do. In fact, didn't you just say your daughter's phone was not only pinging, but was on the move? She said yes. And they said, go back home. You need to wait 24 hours before filing a missing persons report. The phone continued to ping and continued to move. And the mom said, where's that now? It's not moving again. It stopped at the morgue, which is how the mom knew that the daughter was dead. Because
that is heartbreaking.
Yeah, she was sitting there tracking it. She's like, oh, okay, whoa. It's moving along. Wow. It's moving along right now. And then the phone stopped pinging, and the location, when she looked up the location, it said it was at the morgue. And her body had been found by a Good Samaritan around 1 a.m. Detectives said that there was a 17-story fall, but she said there were inconsistencies in the story.
There's inconsistencies in this story.
Like what?
Like, she said detectives told her daughter fell 17 floors. The death was accidental or suicide. And then she told Fox and Friends that her daughter's phone was found inside a purse that was thrown in the woods.
Okay, that's completely different than what I'm saying here, because this one says it went to the morgue.
Yeah, they found my daughter's phone eventually in her friend's purse that was thrown in the woods. I mean, this is Brianna Aguilera, the same person, 19 years old. That's so weird.
Yeah, that's strange. I mean, maybe she.
This is FoxNews.com. I mean,
maybe she's getting different information or something. It says officials found the cell phone, and they told her daughter was in the morgue. There was 15 people inside the apartment at the time of her daughter's death. There was a fight that happened between my daughter and another girl, and they were all staying in the same apartment. I have text messages from them, and the detective just disregarded all of them. They said it's not being investigated as a homicide currently. But there's obviously some confusion. And this story is one where the family has their side of things and the investigators seem to have their own. Very strange. We'll keep an eye on that as the week rolls on here. Okay, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from you. We also have the body cam audio that is grabbing everybody's attention this week. I was wondering whether or not we should play this, but it really has blown up. So I want to play it for you, and we'll do that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Make Real Radio 104.1 number one on your presets on our all-new iHeartRadio app and get cool stuff at Real Radio events. Get the app for free in your app store.
That accident's been cleared on I-4 westbound near Lake Mary Boulevard, although there's still some slowdowns getting through that area. All lanes are still blocked on the Turnpike southbound at Osceola Parkway. I recommend getting off that Orange Blossom Trail exit, heading to US 192 and getting back onto the Turnpike from there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by SuperSure.
Stop buying business insurance blind. SuperSure's licensed advisors help break things down clearly so you understand your options. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a Florida licensed insurance agency, not an insurer, and only available in Florida.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
The mix of salty sea air and burnt rubber. The big skies, high banks, and grandstands. The rumble in your chest. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making...
Hey everybody, welcome behind the scenes. We'll be back from commercial break in just a moment. I'm getting some audio for Today I Learned, and then I'll be over there to chit and chat. Both chitting and chatting will occur. Let me cue these up real quick. Otherwise I'll forget. Really had to convince myself not to play Last Christmas there. I don't want to Whamageddon anybody. 30.
Official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to
Oh no! We're running out of time. We've got 1 minute left, and then we're coming back. The Power Hour has arrived. Final hour of the show. We've got some amazing body cam footage to watch together, so don't miss out on this. Song of the day is Handlebars by the Flowbots. No, but that's a good song. That is indeed a good song. By the way, this morning, 2:13. 2:13. From 2:16 to 2:14 to 2:13. Look at me go. Long way ahead of me.
Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Coming soon.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got a question after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Rocket fall.
December, just hanging out, us two, just like we always do, or maybe we haven't done this before. If you want to know more about the show, go over to the website, which is thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com. Lots of body cam footage that goes viral every day, basically, in the country. I mean, there's tons of this footage, and with so many cops out there on the streets, it's inevitable that some of the stuff is going to get a bunch of attention. And there's one in particular which featured this younger woman in Florida that has gone explosively viral over the last couple of weeks. And you had this cop who was trying to block off traffic in this neighborhood. And as he's trying to block off traffic, there's a woman who just, he stands out and he's trying to get her to stop her Mustang. He's like, slow down, slow down, slow down. And she drives around the cop and then, and just guns it. That's a brave move.
That was like the woman we had not too long ago that tried to go through a parade route because she had to get to work.
Right. Yeah. And they've always
thought she was an astronaut for some reason.
Because they were, it's a whole different thing.
I know.
But yeah, there is this video of the woman who she ran away from the cops briefly in her Mustang. And then the cops said, I know how to solve this. Let's just take a little time. Let's drive around all of the surrounding neighborhoods until I see this Mustang because I think this person was going home. And they did. And then the cop just pulled up on her and was like, you are under arrest.
Gotcha.
And I was like, oh, I haven't thought about this. But yeah, of course, if you run away from the cops, the cop told you to stop, even though you might think, oh, he just put his hand out or whatever. That was a command for you to stop. And you were fleeing. So you left. And that's what happened
to
this
woman. Was
woman.
off time or?
What, police officer?
Yeah.
No, this was he was working. He was working to stop the traffic in the area. And then he followed her in the neighborhood and then found her Mustang. I think this is it here.
9 Motor 11 Central.
And he uses this to go right up on her in the garage. All right, they can go to the front door, I guess. At this point, she's probably inside like, I am good to go.
I didn't order pizza.
Didn't have to stop for that cop. There's no way I'm in trouble right now. You can't prove that's me.
Right there.
All right, find somebody in the garage.
Do you guys know whose white Mustang this is?
Tell her to come out. Yeah.
All right, so her mom says tell her to come out, and so these young women come out.
Thanks a lot, Mom.
She's 19 years old. Tara Palmieri is her name. She's gotten a lot of attention on social media after this body cam footage was released, and it's basically because her mom seems really defensive of her, and her father gets on the phone and just like lays into her. And there was like a real dynamic of different styles of parenting going on here.
I'll let him know in a second. Okay. Yeah, can you have him step out?
All right, so they're getting her out of the house. There she is.
Do I look familiar?
Kinda.
Yeah, I know.
He says, do I look familiar? And she's like, kinda.
Did we swipe on Tinder?
I don't know where I remember you. I don't know where I remember you from. This young woman is like, what's going on here? I'm pretty sure she knows. She's piecing together that, hey, this is the cop. I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for fleeing and eluding law enforcement.
Oh, you're headed to jail.
I walked out, flagged you down, told you to stop, and you rapidly accelerated away from me. What? Yes, ma'am. It's all on body cam.
Because you just...
Nope, I walked out of the road and was telling you to stop.
You walked out on the road.
Correct, and I was telling you to stop. It's all on body cam.
Her world is rocked right now. Like I thought I got away. I got back to the house. Now I'm under arrest, and like he's literally cuffed her and
Arrest
stuff.
for fleeing and eluding law enforcement. Come here.
Can I just call her mom?
Can I call her mom?
Is that on her phone right there?
0406.
Non-Motorola Central.
I'm going to have to change that password.
Yeah.
Now we know our code. Got it.
Yeah, that might not be good.
And I bet her birthday's April 6th.
This woman who I don't know who she is to them, but she's in the garage. She's sitting there with these two young girls who live at this house. I don't know why they're even getting the parents on the phone. Like, if they committed the crime, then you've already got her cuffed. Bring her in. Why do you even really need to speak to the parents?
I'll have to let them know if they're going to have to get some cash.
Yeah, I guess then they try to call him up. And I want to get to, because they get the dad on the phone at one point. Stay by the dump button.
Ready to dump.
All right, please do.
Arrested because an officer said I was fleeing and eluding. I was driving on Pioneer Trail. He came out and ran in front of, like, he half ran in front of my, like, he didn't even fully run in front of my car. And then
he's right there.
Arrested for it because I parked at Mia's because he said I was fleeing, but he wasn't even behind me with lights on or anything.
Doesn't matter. Don't need to be.
Oh, he's doing live commentary. Doesn't matter. Don't need to be. I'm the cop.
Thank you.
So they
I absolutely don't need to have lights, sirens activated. I'm a fully uniformed law enforcement officer telling you to stop. Can I talk to him? Yeah. Officer Riera.
All right, this is the dad.
Hey there, it's Officer Riera in East Beach Police Department. Okay, good. So, literally, I'm in the middle of the road. I'm a fully uniformed police officer telling her to stop. Not only does she not even apply the brakes, she rapidly accelerates away from me to the point where I have to jump in my car, which was parked several hundred feet away.
Now, I want to put this on the Mo list, by the way, because I want to know, what if the body cam footage or any footage that they have didn't capture her license plate? Would it be easy for her to just say, like, wasn't me? Wasn't me.
There's a lot of white Mustangs.
Well, have we seen the body cam footage where we might be able to see if, like, it's clear enough to look inside the vehicle and see that looks like her?
I can go back to it because I did see the footage where he comes out, he puts his hand up and he says to stop. She hauls ass around and kind of guns it right after that. But I don't know if it showed the license plate. And if it didn't, I bet a good attorney could go, you don't know for sure this was the very same person.
A hit and run crash. And now all of a sudden she's gone nowhere. So then I obviously find the car and make contact with her. So I don't need to have lights and sirens on behind or anything like that. I'm a fully uniformed police officer.
You mentioned that.
I was given clear hand signals to stop. And I have a witness who was the victim of my hit and run crash who watched the entire thing. So, of course, that meets statute requirements for fleeing and eluding. I don't mean to be a jerk about it or anything like that, but that's where we're at, okay?
How far does she go from when you try to gesture her to stop?
Over a mile. I mean, she's over at 2719 or 2793 Neverland Drive, and this was at Clubhouse and Pioneer.
They have not bleeped out anything.
By the way,
and her social security number and blood type coming up next.
Let's say the obvious thing. These are like, this girl's 19 and she's a young, attractive woman.
Yes, she's 19. She's hot. All the comments and the some of the posts are like, I can fix her. She didn't do anything wrong. Blah blah blah.
And they're just blasting out the phone code and the and all of the information from her. But at some point, her father gets on the phone with her and just starts sort of yelling at her for being a jackass about this.
Yeah, I mean, you're being cocky. You're not even being polite. You're not even using manners.
Yeah, this has been her the entire time, sir.
I know. That's what I don't get with her. It's just total ridiculous. So you don't understand what you just did.
I do.
Oh, you do you?
Oh, no.
This is so embarrassing.
Now Dad's making
First of
fun
all,
of her.
I mean, why are they even talking? She's an adult. This is her problem to deal with. I guess maybe she asked that.
She wanted to get her parents on the phone. Yeah, she wanted to get her parents on the phone.
Nothing worse than that. Come on, Dad. You're making the case so much harder to beat in court.
Dad doesn't care. I think Dad has had enough of this 19-year-old and her attitude or something, because Dad is like, look, you knew what was going on here. You ran from the cops. This is what's going to happen. Now you're being rude to the guy.
Like, how do you understand what you're doing? Because you're being a smartass the whole time to me, too. So I can only imagine how you're speaking to an officer. So your nursing stuff is going to be screwed up now, too, because you don't have no damn manners. And you know what? It's going to take something like this to you up now, and now you're done because you're so goddamn arrogant and cocky the whole damn time when you
Can you hang up the phone?
The officer is like, finally, vindicated by the parent right now.
That's funny.
Enjoy while it lasts, because when that's Christmas time, she's going to be 10 times more of an arrogant bitch to Papa.
He threw her straight up under the bus. There's a backstory.
I don't even think he knew he was on his body cam.
Oh, God. All right, I'm going to throw this up on See It Now so you can see what's going on here. But she ended up getting arrested for this, for fleeing the cops when the guy stepped out and tried to get her to stop, and she blazed on by and probably thought, that's the end of that. I was fast enough when I got out of there. And then Dad gets on the phone and just buries her. Here it is. Let's see. Body cam, daughter, flees cops. Got it.
Hot
Bam.
daughter, cocky, arrogant.
That's up for you over on See It Now. Take a look when you get a moment and let us know what you think.
I was wrong. Her code is not her birthday.
It's not?
No.
What? Why does it say her birthday too, for God's sake?
In the clerk of court case filing.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Now you're on that level of stalking. You've looked up the actual code.
I wanted to know if I was right.
What is the charge against her? Fleeing the police?
Yeah, let's see.
Because that's a serious charge. That's no joke. That's an actual serious charge that she's facing.
She's got 2 charges: fleeing or attempting to elude, which is a felony, and then disobey no passing zone sign.
Okay.
So I guess when she fled the cops, she also passed.
Damn. And then I wonder if, and here's another question for Mel, if this goes to court, could the cop use what the dad is saying as evidence against his own daughter in court?
I mean, just because you're arrogant doesn't mean it's illegal.
No, but it might.
Or didn't use manners.
I didn't hear her say a single time, by the way, that she wasn't her and she didn't do this. Maybe she did, but I didn't hear it in that particular section of the video that we posted. Somebody says C-Lane's stalking. He's deep into it right now. He's got all the info. She's in some trouble. This is a big deal for her. And 19-year-old Tara Palmieri probably not thinking she was going to go this viral.
Listen, this is what I do, guys. I look deeper into the things. And since Monroe County is so behind with their filings that I can't figure out more about the Winn-Dixie threesome, I have to look into this girl.
True.
You're doing your job.
Get with it, for God's sake, okay? Real quick, one more thing I wanted to throw in was this poor lady. Oh, God. This is reporter Jessica Tyson, who is just trying to do a story. This woman was doing a piece on camera for Maori Television's current affairs show, Te Ao with Moana. Whoa.
What?
And Jessica Tyson is the name of the reporter. And as she's doing the report, I'll have to throw this up on See It Now, too. A full-ass bird hits her in the face in the middle of the story.
Slaps her with one of the wings.
Yeah, full-fledged slaps into her. It happens very fast.
The noise is great.
Because it probably hit her. Does she have a lav on?
I think so.
Yeah.
She has no idea what just happened.
Yeah. Oh my God. My eye. Yeah.
It hit her right in the face. This says you're bleeding?
Am I? Oh.
Either you're bleeding or the bird was bleeding. Oh, God. A clunk right in the face, right as her report was starting. I'll put this up on See It Now as well, since it's a visual, of course.
I saw one last night. I didn't know if it was new or not. So I thought maybe it was old. But where a reporter gets licked, while she's doing the report.
By a human?
Yes, by a guy comes in like he's going to whisper something, and he licks her ear.
Damn.
And she freaks out a little bit, and then she's trying to get through the report, but she stopped, and she's still kind of confused about what's going on. And somebody on the station was like, "Hey, we're live." I was like,
"No, why are you being so unprofessional, man?
Yeah.
What are you doing
licked
here?
before? Come on.
Yeah, Jesus, get with it. How hard is this?
I think if that was a news anchor, that reporter deserves a chance to come back while they're on the air, lick them in the ear, and then be like, "All right, read the prompter, bitch."
Yeah, definitely. That would be a very distracting thing. That would definitely take my attention away. All right, all of that is up on See It Now on account of the visuals. We appreciate it. We'll get to your dispatches. I want to work those in the next segment here in the Power Hour of the show, the final hour of the News Junkie. We'll get to your questions, concerns, comments, video and audio dispatches, and so much more. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
That accident's been cleared on I-4 westbound near Lake Mary Boulevard, although there's still some slowdowns getting through that area. All lanes are still blocked on the Turnpike southbound at Osceola Parkway. I recommend getting off that Orange Blossom Trail exit, heading to US 192, the Turnpike from there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Everdoor Garage Door. Silent night? Not with that garage door. Everdoor's $49 tune-up brings peace and quiet before the holidays. Same-day service at Everdoor.com. Everdoor, the garage door that lasts evermore.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenicklygroup.com.
Heavy metal on a light budget? If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you get quality and savings on your auto insurance. Here, I'll take over. See what you could save at farmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
The mix of salty sea air and burnt rubber. The big skies, high banks, and grandstands. The rumble in your chest. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it. At the biggest race of the year on the biggest stage of a lifetime. The Daytona 500. You gotta see it to believe it. February 15th, 2026. Secure your experience now at Daytona500.com.
Bring some holiday cheer with the network that knows what you really want. Take your phone to your local Total Wireless store, and we'll give you one line for just $25 a month. Celebrate more for spending less. The holidays just got a lot better. Visit your neighborhood Total Wireless store. For new single-line customers who activate on a BYO device on the Total 5G Unlimited plan. Requires auto-pay enrollment to receive the full discount, which applies the month after enrollment. Available online and in Total Wireless retail stores. Requires a compatible unlocked device and SIM. Check compatibility at TotalWireless.com.
This holiday season, make your gift say more than words ever could with the brilliant gift of diamonds, a dazzling diamond pendant, a timeless anniversary band, or the sparkle of classic stud earrings. For all that shines bright this season, there's just one place to shop. International Diamond Center. With 4 decades of service, exclusive worldwide connections, and legendary value, IDC is your holiday destination. Our showcases are filled with can't-miss gifts, exquisite diamond classics, all-new breathtaking colored gemstones, unique gold fashion, trendy designer creations, superior quality, unbeatable value prices. And listen, for a limited time only, enjoy 5 years zero-interest financing on your holiday purchase or get instant savings up to 40%. Imagine that $12,000 designer ring for just $200 a month. Make this Christmas unforgettable. Give a gift that lasts forever from International Diamond Center. Visit shopidc.com for holiday hours and locations.
I'm Keith, founder and owner of International Diamond Center. Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings Wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang, that one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
On this week's episode of The Next Chapter, I, T.D. Jakes, sit down with Denzel Washington, a 2-time Academy Award-winning actor and cultural icon.
I don't take any credit for it. I just didn't put me first. I just put God first, and he's carried me.
Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search Next Chapter with T.D. Jakes. That's NXT Chapter. And listen now.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure.
Hey, everybody, don't miss the 33rd annual Mount Dora Christmas Walk, Friday, December 5th from 6 to 9 p.m. It is a free, family-friendly street party in festive downtown Mount Dora. Got a bunch of live music, holiday entertainment, shopping, free Santa pictures in front of the 35-foot Christmas tree, and a bunch of great food, including, Eden Abbey Brewing Community and Back Porch dropped off a bunch of really great food for us, me and Sabrina, to have today. They're going to be part of the event going on in Mount Dora. 'Tis the season to be merry. December 5th at 6 p.m. at the 33rd annual Mount Dora Christmas Walk. Brought to you by Discover Lake, Advent Health, Jenkins, Genesis of Leesburg, and Waterman Village. Visit mountdora.com for details.
Filling in the gaps between the New York Times and World Star. This is the
from Christmas.
Oh,
Jeez.
yeah.
Unbelievable. Welcome into the show. Welcome into the world's most viral newsroom. And you can learn more at the website, which is thenewsjunkie.com.
They used to say shopping days, but isn't every day a shopping day?
I don't know. Christmas Day isn't a shopping day, is it?
But it's till Christmas. Then the Christmas Day counts.
Well, we've got 22 days before it's Christmas Day, and I would suggest you get all your shopping done before that at some point in time. A couple of updates here before we move on with the show. One was that I'll bring you back to a story that happened, I guess, earlier this year, I believe, when there was a police chase which ended up in a Hollywood neighborhood, and some woman went out in her backyard with a gun and ended up like pointing the gun at the police, and
Shooting
the cops
at
are
the
like,
police as well.
The cops were like, "Who the hell are you? Put the gun down!" And she's like, "Ah!" And she shot a round off at the cops, and then the cops shot her. And then it came out that it was the bassist from Weezer. It was his wife that was like in some unnecessary shootout with the police because they were chasing after somebody else entirely different. Now she has filed for divorce in this relationship is over. I hate to say it. Scott Schreiner, the bassist of Weezer. This is probably good news.
She filed for divorce?
She filed for divorce. Author Jillian Lauren Schreiner has filed for divorce from her famous husband, the bassist from the band Weezer. She's seeking joint physical and legal custody of the couple's 2 children, one's 17, one's 13, and spousal support. I don't know how the whole like shootout with the cops thing is going to play into this, but I would imagine that is a thing.
Charged or serving time?
She did. They made a deal with her so that she had to take a bunch of classes and a bunch of other nonsense, but her sentences would be basically suspended.
Wow,
And,
must be nice.
Yeah.
You don't hear of probation and a class about how not to shoot at cops as the punishment for shooting at cops. Usually you die.
No, she did get shot. So that did happen. She did get shot for shooting at the cops, and they did take her down, but she didn't get a big sentence, and I think she was just high out of her mind. I think she was like one of these Hollywood Hills housewives.
Didn't they say she had a recent surgery or something
She
she's recovering from?
The surgery was like a couple of weeks before or something, but she was on a bunch of drugs, and she heard a hubbub in her neighborhood, and she grabbed her gun, as one does, and she just wanders outside. And when the cops are like, "It's the police," you know, they, like, it couldn't be any more clear. The police.
I'm
law
not falling
enforcement.
for that again.
They always say that. And you just start blasting. Police? Huh? Nah, not me. And she filed for divorce from him, which is indeed a surprise. I definitely wouldn't have seen that coming. But the 52-year-old woman just filed her paperwork, citing irreconcilable differences.
She really
he
thought they
did
could
not
have
agree with the cop shooting stuff.
could have reconciled those differences, but
yeah. There's like a whole type of LA lady who is getting hopped up on drugs all day long and hanging around the house and stuff. And the one thing I didn't think they had as many guns. I didn't think she would have a gun, considering it's California, Los Angeles in particular. But she grabbed her gun, went outside, started it with the cops, and ended up almost dying. Well, I mean, she got shot at the very least, but she could have been killed out there. The other update is Zachary Ty Bryan, our friend from Home Improvement. And we didn't have a lot of details about exactly what happened in this latest arrest, which for the Home Improvement star was the 6th arrest in just 5 years. But now some details about the incident are indeed coming forward. So let's see what we got here. On November 29th, deputies responded to a popular camping area some 30 miles from Eugene, Oregon at around 12:30 p.m. on reports of reckless endangering. At the scene, authorities found a pickup truck belonging to the 44-year-old, and it had crashed into a ditch. Investigators say that Zachary Ty Bryan from Home Improvement had been in the vehicle with his fiancee, 32-year-old Johnny Faye Cartwright, and the couple's 3 children, when at one point he got out of the truck and began walking. Cartwright then attempted to run over the Home Improvement star.
Good God.
Crashing the truck.
How are y'all still together?
She crashed the truck with the kids inside into a ditch, right? Brian was able to move out of the way and avoid injury.
Hope these kids like foster care.
Yeah, for real. Nobody inside the pickup was injured somehow, some way. Authorities stated during their investigation, both Zachary Ty Bryan and Cartwright showed signs of impairment. Huge shocker. Never would have seen this coming.
So she could have gotten out of this, except she climbed into the driver's seat to rack up a DUI of her own.
Yeah.
And then recklessly endangered the kids while she tried to run him over and crash into a ditch.
I mean, given all of the past domestic violence charges, was there not a stay away order?
No, he wasn't even allowed to be near her. He wasn't even allowed to be near her. So
wild, man.
that
Those
alone
poor
was
kids.
another thing. The former child star was prohibited from being around his fiancée per a court order related to a 2023 domestic violence charge, they said.
Conviction.
Conviction, yes, in Lane County. That's your county. Brian was then arrested
That's how I
on
know he got
suspicion
convicted.
of violating probation on a fourth-degree felony assault charge. Cartwright was also taken into custody on suspicion of first-degree attempted assault, 3 counts of reckless endangerment, and driving under the influence. God almighty. Their 3 children were turned over to family members, they said.
And this is a picture of their 3 children.
That's the home improvement,
Right
kids.
before their goth stages.
That's the home improvement, kids. Oddly enough, Zachary Ty Bryan's haircut is back in style again. People still like the mullet with,
Well, domestic
that whole
violence
look.
is not okay.
No,
that's the
not
lesson
great.
for today.
That's not great. His second arrest this year has now piled up, but that was what was going down behind the scenes.
They said that they got his blood alcohol level from a Binford 6100 breathalyzer that Tim added like 16 batteries to for more power.
It was a journey, and we got there. So
I'm not celebrating that.
celebrate is not the word I want to use, but I agnowledge what you did.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
that's all
acknowledge
got.
that he did it. I acknowledge that he did
I
it.
appreciate both of your acknowledgments.
I'm not putting any support
I
behind
am
it.
disappointed. I
At
feel
all,
like,
okay.
my body's disappointed in that.
All right, let's see what we have here. Michael has sent in a dispatch, and Michael has an apology right off the jump. Let's see what Michael says.
Hey, junkies. Michael P. checking in. Sorry I sound all stuffed up. I had like 20 beers yesterday.
Cool.
Which, of course, makes you sound stuffed up.
He was drinking them through his nose, remember?
Yeah. I had 20 beers yesterday on my day off.
Today. But anyways, that girl, she's stupid, dude. She says like, "Oh, I didn't see you," or "I went around you," or
I
like,
can't
she's
understand what he's
literally
saying with all that
admitting
beer in
guilt
his
right
nose.
there on camera. And that's why when the cop questions you, you just shut up.
Yeah, it's
you
true.
invoke your right
Yeah.
to silence. You just don't say anything because she literally admits guilt. No way she gets out of it. Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate the dispatch.
Another thing, I put it on the list to talk to Moses about whether or not the license plate was visible in the thing. But reading the arrest affidavit, another thing that they noted was that she had some sort of modification to the exhaust, which made her car louder.
She did. It did.
So if you take a look at her car and it's modified for the exhaust, that's another identifying factor of the car besides it being a white Ford Mustang, and maybe them recognizing her from being inside of it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the elevated volume of the eluding and of the going around the cop pissed him off even more.
Oh, I'm sure. I wanted to see if I could find the exact spot.
We follow the case of 19-year-old Tara Ashley Palmieri, young woman who, judging by her Instagram, seems to be enjoying the beauty of life in sunny Florida. But on October 3rd, 2025,
I just want to see her
everything
blazing past the
changed.
cops.
According to New Smyrna Beach Police, Tara was behind the wheel of a white 2024 Mustang when she allegedly ignored a police officer, directing her to stop, accelerated through a no-passing zone,
Do they not have
and fled
video?
the scene, ultimately facing a felony.
They're showing they just took an image of a Mustang and had the Mustang
South parked it across the screen.
Then handcuffs with the word felony just in case.
Yeah, I thought they had footage of her going. Maybe they don't. Yeah, I thought for sure that I'd seen the footage of her actually blazing by the cop. In fact, I'm almost sure that I did at some
The
point.
cop said he had it on body cam.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah, he
it's
did.
available somewhere.
Yeah. So it's you're saying it's also another thing that not only do they have it on body cam, but even if they don't have the license, they could say you have a modification to your exhaust and
Right.
it's the same color and everything.
So, I mean, backstory here, I think what we decided on, the cop assumed she was going home and so looked in the area for a white Mustang.
Right.
I mean, that's a little hard to do unless you have the power to search for white Mustangs in the area, which I think is something that the system that they have on those cars is able to do.
That's probably
Couldn't
true.
you type
yeah.
in, because whenever you see a traffic citation, it has the usually make and model of the vehicle and the color.
Yeah, I know if like let's say you were looking for a Toyota Corolla that was green. I know that they can say like there's 6 of them in town.
Yeah, but you would need, don't they need a subpoena for something like that?
But maybe he would go like, I'm actively searching for a car that evaded my attempts to stop them.
Yeah. I mean, the dispatcher's right. She was doing herself no favors at all by how she responded to him. And, I think he's got her dead to rights. Yeah. But if she had come out and been like, what's this about? Or he may have still arrested her, but she might have a defense if she would have shut up.
Yeah, it would have been a good idea. Always a good idea.
Shut up in a fun little accent.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Make sure you are not causing yourself more trouble than you need to. Don't rat on yourself. You got dad ratting on you in this case.
Well, that and don't, I guess, get into the car with someone you're not supposed to be anywhere near, and that's the Zach Ty Taylor. What's his name? Zachary Ty.
I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong on this. I think there's love here. This is going to work out. This is going to work out.
I would have agreed with you the second or third time that he got arrested for a fight with this woman. But
a family that goes to jail together stays in nails together. I don't have that worked out. I'm workshopping that still. But it's still something that I think they can fix. The
probability of them staying together after that. Do you think it's low or high, D-ho neighbor?
Well, I think they will have a lot more time to spend together.
It's Wilson's quote.
No, I got it. I didn't support it. I didn't support it when he did it. You think I'm going to support it when you do it? No.
See, they just kept talking. We at least gave you some pause.
All right.
No.
What are you saying? What are you saying now?
I think they're going to have a lot more time to spend together and fall back in love now that they're not going to be allowed to see their kids. So
that's true.
I think maybe there's some opportunity here.
What if this was an advanced level strategy to get rid of the kids? Like, kids suck. I don't want them. Real quick, some people have sent this over as well. This is real. I'm told this is real.
I've seen
it. Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense / Secretary of War these days, had a name card for him at an event.
Dumbass.
And his secretary is spelled in this with 2 S's. Secretary of War. Which is crazy. Like, there's no way they didn't see that, right?
Well, he's not the Secretary of Spelling.
He didn't write this on here. But whoever put this together, you're not going to look at that and go, well, that seems wrong to me.
I thought something else looked wrong, but it was your cursor being there.
I almost think it could be somebody doing it on purpose, right? Like SS, that's what they're going for. Here you go. I put this in here. Something went wrong. How does this make it all the way to the printed out and put on the table in front of Pete Hegseth phase?
And nobody looked at it? They just assumed everything would be right?
Yeah. It says secretary with 2 S's, SSEC.
Isn't that a Nazi thing?
Well, SS could be. That's why I was saying maybe it was somebody on the inside who was like, I'm going to... My tiny little quiet quitting or loud quitting in December is going to be me putting Secretary of War with 2 S's so I can get back at him. So that was one of the things that's caused some people to erupt online today. Tell us your thoughts on that. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
From the Odoo.com, what?
Tonight here in Orlando, going to be seeing those temperatures dropping down into the mid-50s. Higher up on the I-75 corridor, lingering throughout the 40s. So it will be on the cooler side tonight, but clear skies as we take a look ahead towards the end of the work week as temperatures slowly rebound. For your Thursday, seeing temperatures back in the mid-70s. On Friday, back into the low 80s with gorgeous sunshine.
This report is sponsored by SuperSure.
Stop buying business insurance blind. SuperSure's licensed advisors help break things down clearly so you understand your options. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a Florida licensed insurance agency, not an insurer, and only available in Florida.
One of the best gifts a kid can get is a new bike, and Real Radio has your chance to make that dream come true for kids in our community. Join Just Call Mo, Orlando's injury attorney, Core Flooring Center, and Real Radio as we broadcast live from Orlando Harley-Davidson for our annual bike drive. From the Monsters in the Morning to the News Junkie to the Jim Colbert Show, all shows will be on hand as we collect bikes of all sizes. So bring a brand new bike and a new bike helmet wouldn't be a bad thing on Wednesday, December 10th between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. to Orlando Harley and help us help the kids. Get all the details and information at realradio.fm/bike. Big thanks to Orlando Harley-Davidson, Just Call Mo, and Core Flooring Center.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Did you know Kia sells more new cars in Central Florida than any brand except one? If you're shopping for your next ride, chances are you're already thinking Kia. With 3 convenient locations in one of Central Florida's largest selections, Greenway Kia makes it easy.
Hello, everybody. There you are. Rate the show out of 10. Let us know what you think. 10 out of 10 is a real winner. We ship it off to the Hall of Fame. No notes. 1 out of 10 is a big fat loser. Rate the show right now as we wrap everything up today. 9 out of 10, Sean Watsons. On account of the snake. 8.5. 8.7 Trash Pandas out of 10. 10 out of 10. I can't do those. Grunts. Home improvement grunts.
And then when you're done with that, real quick, show a question there too.
Okay, hang on. I got to go get Today I Learned. Hang on, folks. Stand by.
This is the final, and then you go in a neat video and do it for the clips. It sucks. Man.
That's catastrophically bad in terms of lots of things, but
yeah, because it would be.
Didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter trusted pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/radio. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. The holidays are here, man. It is time to live it up. Friends and family exchanging gifts, enjoying some cocktails, toasting in the new year. So much fun. But December is also one of the most deadly times of the year. Actually, according to stats from the American Heart Association, they concluded Christmas Day, December 26th, and New Year's are the deadliest times of the year for heart disease. And that's where Life Imaging comes in with their free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. So get yourself this gift to make sure you're here for as many holiday seasons as possible. And remember, there are no injections, no dyes, and you keep your clothes on. The entire process only takes a few minutes. And be sure to ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection does save lives. Here's how you make your appointment. Simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That is it. Pound 250, say that keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds. Make that appointment today and take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeart Media.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey guys, it's Ryan. I want to tell you about my new pastime, Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has been around for over a decade, delivering the most fun you can have online. Play social casino-style games for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+.
This Earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassy's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos. This is the News Junk.
Cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. Thank you for hanging out with us. And of course, we're live tomorrow and the next day to round out the week before you know it. We had a couple more weeks, and then, the year 2025 will be in our rear view here as Christmas and the holidays get even closer. I want to say something here at the end to give you a heads up. For those of you who have been following the show for a very long time, this won't be too sad, I don't think.
Okay.
But for those of you who have been following the show for a long time, this will be of no surprise to you, but in an actual week, I think, right? 1 week from now, we will be doing the bike drive event that we do each year, which, if you're new, let me explain it to you. We have for like a decade, every Christmas, gotten together and tried to get as many bikes donated for little kids as we can. And we've had thousands of bikes donated over the years because of people just like you. There are some great deals out there, and the info is up on the website, I believe.
That is correct. realradio.fm/bike.
realradio.fm/bike is the URL if you want to learn more about the bike drive. But you have a week, and then next Wednesday, we'll be trying to get as many bikes as we can. They give them to literally these kids who are poor kids from the Paramore district, basically. They help out these kids who otherwise wouldn't get anything like this for Christmas. It gives them something to look forward to. It gives them, something to put a smile on their faces, hopefully turn their lives around, et cetera, et cetera. But we do that on
the 10th.
Wednesday the 10th, next week.
Yeah, between 6 and 7, and it's going to be at Orlando Harley. So, you come, bring a bike helmet, because we also want to make sure that the kids riding the bikes will be able to ride them for many years and not hurt their heads.
You don't have to bring a helmet, but a helmet is a bonus. It's nice if you can bring something extra.
And please, if you'd like to stay and hang out, there's going to be food trucks as well as, I believe, a mobile bar. And they're asking if you could please also bring your own chair. It turns out we're a bit limited.
BYOC. What the hell?
Well, or you could sit on the ground if you'd like, but if you have one of those lawn chairs, go ahead, just bring it with you.
All right. Well, bring your own chair if you want to hang out. So they're saying you can hang out, but you just need to bring a chair.
Yeah, we all talked about this. You don't remember?
There's not like
I do.
public
I'm
seating.
going through it for the people who weren't involved in that conversation, but sure. Bring a chair out with you. Come hang out with us. Bring a bike for the kids. It's going to be a fantastic time. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up on that.
Me and Jack, this past last year, Christmas season, we went to where they were giving away all the bikes. You know, they had all the kids and they had the bikes and helmets and a bunch of toys and stuff too. Really a great event. And that's when I realized that the bike helmets that look like they're trying to keep birds off your head, you know, the spiky
spike ones. Yeah.
Those are so huge now.
Oh, they're popular?
I never had that one.
I had never seen those in my life until we had somebody bring them out to that the donation event.
Yeah. There was so much more of them at the actual giveaway that I was like, oh my gosh, these kids, I think they're getting cool looking helmets. I think I might have wanted to wear my helmet if it looked cool.
It's a game changer. So help out a kid on Christmas by donating a bike. You have less than a week to get all that together because it's coming up next Wednesday on the show. Okay, with that, we'll have to get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. Today I learned this guy right here. I thought long and hard about what song to play. This guy right here. George Michael is correct. It's early in December, so
I didn't want to mess up Whamageddon.
Yeah, I didn't want to last Christmas, everybody. But George Michael, after he died, it was revealed that he had anonymously donated generous amounts of money to multiple charities, large and small, and to needy individuals, and would secretly volunteer at homeless shelters.
What a cutie.
What a guy. Yeah, I mean, was he perfect? No, he had some problems over the years. But I guess he did some good stuff behind the scenes.
Adult problems.
Were they always consenting? Did he tie one of them up or something?
No,
that was Boy George.
No,
I
thought George Michael did too.
No, George Michael got caught up in what the cop called a sting after he had received oral from George Michael in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
And that's how he became gay. And told the world.
He was arrested for disorderly conduct. He quite a guy. But, he has his problems. But he was doing some good stuff, it appears. And finally, today I learned this band. You're never going to get this. Animals. That's right. The band The Animals. They were named after a party animal friend they knew who died. Party's so hard he died.
Jeez.
The guy's name was Hog. And they said, we'll do this as a tribute to him. Hog, R.I.P., buddy. The animals live on even to this day. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place.